Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Central PA Live. Today is Tuesday, October 9th. I'm back from vacation, and my name is still Alex Hazard.
Still, and I'm Amanda Kenny.
Hey, you know, we have a great show planned, but, you know, I've been doing this Real Men Wear Pink campaign, right?
Yes.
Okay, so myself and several other men in the community are wearing pink for the entire month, raising money for the American Cancer Society. Well, two of the men doing the campaign, they call themselves the Pink Boys.
Yeah, they've been following you around.
I have to tell you, they're getting a little annoying.
Oh, no.
They followed me on vacation to Puerto Rico, and just the other day, I was just trying to play some pinball. Just, you know, relax a little bit. Take a load off. Well, look what happened.
Did you win?
Always, yeah, definitely. The Pink Boys of the Real Men Wear Pink campaign with the American Cancer Society are reminding us that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Today's real man who is wearing pink is Travis McCabe from Green Bean Coffee House. Travis and his team of real men at Green Bean are selling 2 pink drinks throughout the month, and 20% of that is going to their goal of raising $2,500. To donate to the Real Men Wear Pink campaign with the American Cancer Society, you can visit our website, which is centralpatv.com, and click on the Real Men Wear Pink logo at the top of the screen.
Love it.
So, thank you, Travis. Thank you. Not thank you, Pink Boys. I'm so tired of you guys.
Oh, they're getting the message across.
No, they're
I'm
fun.
rooting for them.
I'm kidding. I love those
when
guys.
I follow you around.
And turns out, this is what I heard. This is just a rumor that they're going to actually at some point be here. We just don't know when. So
I would love for them.
We don't know when it's going to happen.
Pop up in the middle of today's 2 cents. Wait, oh, you're scaring me. Are they
I'm
going?
nervous. You never know where they're going to be.
I would love it. I'll break out and dance with them.
Hey, speaking of today's 2 cents, you know what time it is?
Today's 2 cents.
Oh,
you left
man.
me hanging.
I have no idea. You know, whatever. I missed you too. Hey, you know, so you missed me because I was on vacation in Puerto Rico. We have some pictures here. I went to see my little brother's wrestling tournament, and we just turned it into a nice family vacation. That place we're at right there is the place that was the very first pina colada. And let me tell you, it was darn good. There's some of the rainforest we went to see. I actually climbed up a waterfall in the rainforest. There's my brother. He won his wrestling tournament, so we were so excited. This is his second international win, and as happy as I was for him for that, I was happier to be on the beach with my pina colada and a pineapple. But really, really wonderful time. Hey, speaking of pina coladas, one of the things I did was there was a coconut there, and after I finished the coconut drink, I had a Coca-Cola and I tried to pour it in the coconut. Got to tell you, it didn't make any difference. But Coca-Cola has a new flavor. It's Coca-Cola Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
The beverage giant is unveiling a new flavor this week. For now, it is just available in the UK. The limited edition drink will be part of the Coke Zero lineup, which I have to tell you, I hate Coke Zero. But anyway, there's no word yet on if Coke Cinnamon will cross the pond to the U.S.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I always say, hold on, we were on Facebook Live, and it keeps replaying here, and it's driving me nuts. Okay, let's just share that. Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the cinnamon gum, so that's what I picture.
Oh, I like that. But I'm a big fan of if it's not broken, don't fix it.
That's true,
And I love Coca-Cola just the way it is, and I hate Coke Zero because it's not supposed to, if you're having a soda pop, it's not supposed to be healthy.
Yeah.
Right? So, anyway, here's another topic, whatever. And I'm out of practice after being on vacation. Okay, an Oregon man is growing...
One-man pumpkin growing dynasty.
Yes, he is. Thanks for your help reading that teleprompter.
Welcome.
Steve DeLettis of Pleasant Hill, Oregon, became a 4-time winner of the World Championship Pumpkin Weigh-Off yesterday in Half Moon Bay, California. The annual event attracts the biggest pumpkins from up and down the West Coast. After a forklift gingerly placed his giant gourd into place, the scale indicated the winning weigh-in of 2,170 pounds. Whoa. The Oregon farmer credits his continuing success at the competition with warming weather in the Pacific Northwest, with $7 per pound going to the winner. The lettuce pumpkin earned him $15,000.
Whoa, I would grow a pumpkin for $15,000.
Who knew that's all it took?
Wow, that's insane.
That's a lot of money for growing a pumpkin.
Yes. I think I'm just going to let the pumpkin rot in my front yard and see what happens.
Let's do it. All right, we're in. We'll see you in Oregon next year. Hey, you know, it's Tuesday, which means Morgan is going to try out another Test It Tuesday product. Today she's trying out this spray-on nail polish. I got no faith, I have to say. And when we come back, we're checking in with meteorologist Mike Doyle. Hey, we're going to grow some pumpkins. Is it good pumpkin growing weather? We'll see in a few.
$0 copays for preferred generic prescriptions. It's just one of the reasons why UPMC for Life members choose us every day of the week. UPMC for Life.
Blair Gastro is your regional provider of digestive services with offices located in Altoona, Bedford, and Evansburg.
At Blair Gastro, we have highly trained board-certified physicians who are here to help you live a better and healthier life.
Using the latest technologies, we can diagnose and treat a variety of diseases.
Colon cancer is our most preventable cancer. Early detection is key.
We have the most compassionate, outstanding team here. We're glad to help.
With simple and painless procedures, we've saved and changed lives. Don't wait. Call Blair Gastro.
Experience the performance of Toyota cars. Sporty styling, reliable tech, and leading safety features. Get to your Toyota dealer now during Toyota's big event. Are you in? Now, lease a Corolla for only $199 a month, or buy a Camry with $1,000 cash back, or 0.9% APR financing for 60 months. Toyota's big event is on now. Toyota, let's go places.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. If your gutters are clogged, that's the song they're singing. Your gutters can't handle the rain. Now take a look at Leaf Guard. Leaf Guard loves the rain. It's the gutter that never clogs, guaranteed. Leaf Guard is the only one-piece seamless system designed to handle up to 32 inches of rain an hour. And with Leaf Guard's oversized downspouts, water is safely carried away from your home fast. Watch how the rain flows into the gutter while leaves and pine needles are shed. Discover maintenance freedom now with one call to Leaf Guard. It's Leaf Guard's $99 install sale. For a limited time, get the Leaf Guard system installed for only $99. Now be sure you ask about zero monthly interest if paid in full by April 2020. There's a bonus. Free holiday lights installed with Leaf Guard purchase. And be sure you call today during this program and we'll double your gift with in-home estimate. Receive a $100 Dining Advantage gift card when you call now.
Full in-network access to UPMC and additional community hospitals. It's just one of the reasons why UPMC for Life members feel so good about our Medicare Advantage plans. UPMC for Life.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back. I'm meteorologist Mike Doyle. It's a very warm one for today, a lot like yesterday. Some temperatures in the low to mid 80s right now. 83 degrees in Punxsutawney, Indiana at 82 right now. Altoona at 79, Huntington 81, and Bedford 78 degrees. We're still well above average. Our average high temperature for today, 63, and we're flirting with the upper 70s to the lower 80s still. Our dew points are still very high. 64 degrees in Altoona, 67 for Huntington State College at 66, and Indiana 66 degrees. So it feels a lot like summer still outside. See a mix of more sun than clouds out there. A few puffy clouds passing on by, especially for our eastern counties, our western counties, and up towards the north. Seeing a little bit more sunshine for this afternoon. It's a live look outside towards Raystown Lake, brought to us by our Shy Beaver Boat Center camera. A beautiful day to head out towards the lake. Again, still quite warm, so maybe even a slight dip if the water's not too cool for you. For tonight, a lot of us falling in the mid to upper 60s. Still a mild night, but I do see a cool down heading our way. Details about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Mike. Well, our forecast is that it's raining with a chance of meatballs, 100% chance.
100% chance, exactly.
George Batris joins me from Tom and Joe's Diner. George, always meteorically good to see you.
Likewise.
No, of course, always great to see you, especially when we're making meatballs.
Right.
Is this the recipe that you use at the restaurant?
This is what we use at the restaurant.
Oh,
it's
right.
what we've always used as long as I can remember, and we do it. They're not an everyday thing for us. We have them every Thursday.
Letting us in on the secret. Okay,
right.
So in here we've got some ground beef.
Right.
What are we adding in?
All right. We just do we do an 80-20 blend ground beef. Okay, and then we add all the ingredients, mix it up with your hands, make it into balls, and then go from there. So first thing we're going to do, break up 3 eggs.
Do you think I can do it without getting a shell in?
Yes, you did.
How about it?
Excellent.
How about that?
Excellent. We'll do 3 eggs.
3 eggs.
Yep, and we don't have to blend them yet. Parmesan cheese.
The more cheese, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Italian-style breadcrumbs.
And I have to tell you, this is really similar to the way my mom makes them too. I think you know, this is an old Italian recipe.
That's it. We use garlic. This is that. Instead of fresh garlic, a lot of times we use that stuff that you buy. It's already
like minced garlic.
Yeah,
right?
minced garlic, ready to go. Some more parsley.
Little parsley.
Yep. And then we have added a little bit of water.
Water. Wasn't expecting you to put water in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
salt
and pepper.
All right.
And then after that, we just go ahead and mix it up if you want to go at it.
All right, as we mix it, this feels gross. You know what this feels like? Well, brain. Not that I've ever touched brains, but I feel like this is what brains would feel like.
Right.
Hey, you know, we don't have a lot of time here, so as I mix these in, why don't you tell everybody about your big renovations you've had down at the diner?
Yeah, this year we've tried to do a lot of new stuff to kind of renovate and update some of the surroundings.
Oh, that looks so nice.
Yeah, well, that was the original seating. Okay, there's all the new.
Oh, wow.
So we went with like the retro red and white striped stuff everywhere. We have green boomerang tables on the lower dining room, so we've updated all the lower dining room into more of a backdrop. We've also added a new handicap ramp entrance in the lower door, put a large bench out there for some seating for people to hang outside and just congregate and hang out.
So that looks great, and so we only have about 30 seconds here, so I'm guessing you're going to form these into some meatballs.
Yeah.
I like them nice, big baseball size, right?
Yeah, there you go.
You're going to throw them in the pan?
A meatball meatloaf.
There we go.
Yeah. Now the thing what we do is I bake them in the oven a little bit just to brown them. Then the key is you only brown them halfway just to brown them, give them some so they're firmed up, and we cook them in the sauce like all morning.
All right.
So that's what really gives them the flavor.
There's nothing better than the smell of sauce on a Sunday morning. Let them cook all day, Sunday morning sauce. George, always nice to see you. If you haven't been to Tom and Joe's Diner, well, what are you doing? Get down there. We'll be back in a few.
Technology has changed our lives. Don't let it change yours forever. Please don't text and drive. A message from Joel Confer's Collision Center in State College.
Excuse me, this bill is almost double what I was expecting.
Well, it covers all your work, and then some.
Then some?
Like office supplies.
Those are fish.
Well, I'm off to the club.
Then some?
Okay, let's try something new.
And here's your statement.
I could hug you.
Bring it in.
At Aspen Dental, we're a different kind of dentist. Not covered by insurance? Get a free new patient exam. Schedule online or call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
In a moment, it's all gone. Your job, your car, and if you aren't careful, your entire future. When you are seriously injured in an accident, call a powerful law firm and find out what your case is really worth. To get every dollar you deserve, put a law firm with experience and resources on your side.
Marcus and Matt.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business. Call Marcus and Mac on the Hurt Line right now.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you. I drive by here all the time, and I have a few questions about Monarch Cleaners, and I was wondering if you could help me.
Sure thing, go ahead.
Do you do area rugs?
Yes, we do.
Uniforms?
Yes, we do.
Wedding dresses?
Absolutely.
What about linens?
Home and commercial. But you do know we offer a free pickup and delivery service also.
Great, thank you.
Contact Monarch today for your free pickup and delivery service.
Tyrone Milling makes bird food without fillers. No Milo, no wheat, no waste. Only the finest seeds to bring in the most colorful birds of the season. And we always have sunflower seeds in suet. Direct from our mill to your birds, Tyrone Milling will keep your birds singing for more.
Come get sacked at Tyrone Milling.
4 sisters, 2 newlyweds. The grieving families in the stretch limo disaster speak out. Next, Inside Edition. Inside Edition, Tuesday at 7.
Visit Martin's Garden Center for your fall planting and fall decor. We have mums, pumpkins, gourds, and more. We have a corn maze for the kids. And of course, don't forget to visit Buddy the Bear, located on Route 453.
Come out and visit us at Martin's Garden Center.
This portion of Central PA Live is brought to you by Ford.
Welcome back to Central PA Live. It's Tuesday, which means it's time for Pet Patrol. First up, we have 3 cats that are available for adoption at the Humane Society of Cambria County. This is Heidi. Heidi is a domestic female cat. She has beautiful bright green eyes. Next up, we have Jaggers, and Jaggers is a male domestic short hair kitten. And then lastly, we have Nellie. Nellie is a domestic short hair cat. She is up to date on her vaccinations and is spayed and neutered. If you're interested in adopting Heidi, Jaggers, or Nellie, you can contact the Humane Society of Cambria County. We have the information provided for you there on your screen. Well, we're here now with everyone's favorite handyman, Dwight Rittenhouse. Dwight, always a pleasure to see you.
How you doing, Alex?
I have to say, I wish I could say I missed you while I was in Puerto Rico, but I mean, it's nice to see you. I just wish you were there with me instead of me here with you.
It's a great place.
Nevertheless, what are we talking about today? Looks like you brought
we brought a whole bunch of stuff along. We're talking about metallics.
Okay.
Metallics, this is a powder that we mix in epoxy and some urethanes to create some very, very, very nice floors, countertops, a lot of, anything your imagination will let you do.
So these are countertops that you can do?
Well, you could do a countertop. We mostly do floors. We're doing a lot of commercial floors like this, where this is actually just a board that we put it on. This is an epoxy product. It's made pretty much for over top of concretes. Okay.
My gosh, in any color of the rainbow you can imagine.
Any color of the rainbow. We have the largest display in Central PA. We are the wholesale distributors for this metallic powder as well as retailer installation too.
Okay, so what is the benefit of getting something like this done as opposed to a tile or something
like that? A tile floor might be slightly cheaper for a tile, a 12 by 12 like I'm holding. You glue it down.
Right.
Then you have a problem down the road, maybe coming loose. You have a seam the whole way around the edge, 12 by 12 for water to get underneath, the soaps or whatever. Then the other thing with a tile floor, you got to continually strip it and wax it. It's kind of like a vinyl tile. It's kind of raw.
Sure.
When it comes, you got to put a wax on it to protect the top surface.
So this is more water resistant, is it?
This is a one-piece floor, okay? So when this is done, it goes from wall to wall. Wherever you start, wherever you end, it's going to be a continuous one-piece floor, which is very, very easy to maintain. You'll save enough money in waxing alone just to, to pay for the product in a 4 or 5 year period of time.
Well, that's one of my favorite things about all the products you bring here on the show is the long term of the product. Sometimes we're talking about water heaters, sometimes we're talking about air purifiers. No matter what, you're always looking for a way. You know what? In the long term, this is going to save you some bucks, right?
Right. We're looking at, I don't like the products you put down, they last for a year or two. Some of these products here that we sell has been sold for 25, 30 years, okay? And the products are...
How are you still in business? You're selling the stuff one time and then 30 years later they need another one.
Exactly. And we're covering up floors that was actually done 25, 30 years ago and doing today's colors. This is the newest thing, the metallic. As you can see, the powder that you got there, you're putting on your finger, you can put that in your automotive paint, and it'll actually put the metallic in it like your automotive, your car has that sparkly shine to it all the time.
That is pretty cool.
And the protectant that we put over top of this, chemical resistant, we use a urethane top coat on it. You can actually truly put gasoline on it. You can put oil on it. It's gonna hold up to the chemicals that you put on top of it.
All right, so how long does a process like this take?
This here from start to finish, you're looking at probably a 4 to 5 day process, depending on the size floor. Strip your concrete, take the tile off, do it one time, put this down, and this will last you for years and years.
I have to tell you, this isn't the exact same product, but my Nan and Pop Stubbs in Hollidaysburg had your guys come down and they put in a similar thing, but it was the outdoor version of this, right?
Yeah.
And they raved about, one, how quickly it was done, and two, what a great job you guys did, cleaning up afterwards. Sometimes people, you're inviting people into your home, especially to do work like this, and they get so nervous about, are they going to be able to clean up after this is done? I'm looking at this powder, I'm thinking to myself, if that gets on the carpet, what's going to happen? You don't have to worry about that.
Right. Well, that's the other thing, and we have a lot of installers that buy product from us. Other contractors that we've helped to train that put the same product down, they purchase it from us. So we're not only the guy that's going out here putting it on, we are now the wholesale distributor for this and a lot of other products, like our epoxy coatings that we put this in. We have a company that manufactures our epoxy for us. Okay, so it's private labeled. They make it to the way it works best with what we're doing with it. So that means a lot too. So we invite the contractors to come visit our showroom, look at, you can bring your customers.
Speaking of your showroom, let's put that up there on the screen for everybody. If you wanted to give them a call, there it is, Mount Union Lumber and Supply.
Yeah, you can find us at 114 West Poplar Street, Mount Union, Pennsylvania. Give us a call at 814-542-2981 or find us on the web at muls.net.
Hey, Dwight, I have this stuff all over my hands, so I'm going to make sure to get it back right there. You take all that powder with you. We'll be right back.
This portion of Central PA Live is brought to you by Ford.
Coming up tonight, open jobs with no one applying. That's part of a nationwide issue manufacturers are facing. Tonight on WTAJ News at 5, how some local manufacturers are combating the issue.
Stressed out? That's how you'll feel when you're hurt in an accident. The insurance company may give you the runaround. That's where we can help. We take over the legal hassle so you have one less thing to stress about. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
At Longhorn, step into wood, stone, steak. Don't prepare a meal for yourself. Prepare yourself for a meal. Feast on one of Longhorn's steakhouse cuts. 12-ounce New York strip, center-cut Flo's filet. For a limited time, 14-ounce Delmonico. The feeling, the flavor, the place. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
At Powerhouse Subs, we do things different. First off, you can taste the power. From the slicing to the dicing, we handcraft your sub fresh when you order or call us about delivery to your business. We offer fundraising opportunities to help spread our passion for subs across the community. Taste the power of Powerhouse Subs in Altoona, right off the boulevard, or at our new location in Hollidaysburg Plaza. Visit us online at powerhousesubs.com for all catering and fundraising needs.
A while ago, my wife mentioned that she was looking into cosmetic surgery. The logical me said, if it makes her happy, why not? The logical me said, I hope she chooses Dr. Lebraska at Laurel Cosmetic and Plastic Surgery. I understand his results are the best. And the logical me said, Laurel offers zero-interest financing and recovery is often just a few days. But the man in me said, wow.
Call Dr. Algie Lebraska at Laurel Cosmetic and Plastic Surgery to schedule your consultation.
Attention teachers and parents of elementary school children. Encourage your students to enter the Edgar Snyder & Associates Coloring Contest.
Our law firm makes donations to the winter schools. Plus the kids can win great prizes. Enter today.
When you bought your home, the kitchen seemed adequate. But as your family grew, you realized that you needed a change.
Our new kitchen is just fabulous. We have tons of storage, stylish lighting and cabinets and granite countertops. We could not be happier.
This kitchen transformed our customer's life. Now there's a place for everything, including large spaces for entertaining. For more than 45 years, Cisney & O'Donnell has been remodeling homes all throughout central Pennsylvania. We will listen, create a plan that you love, and work with your budget.
CBS, the home of Super Bowl 53.
Welcome back to Central PA Live. I'm here now with Zumba instructor Tim Settle. Tim, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, as you know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are trying to spread awareness all month long here on the show. Gorilla House Gym is holding a great event to also support the cause, and Zumba is just kind of a small part of this event. Why don't you tell us everything that's going on that day?
Well, this Sunday, October 14th, we're holding a 2-hour Zumba event from 4 to 6. It's a free event. We're selling raffle tickets, and we're taking donations. If anybody would like to donate anything, we are, the proceeds are going to help our local ladies who are underinsured or uninsured. So we're giving back to the community in that way.
A great way to be able to help people here locally, you know.
Yes.
A lot of organizations are national, which I always say, never hesitate to help on the national level because people need help everywhere, but also nice to help somebody in our
Absolutely.
backyard. Okay, so during the day, a couple other things going on, right? So what are some of the classes in the morning that are paid for, and then there's some free things going on in the afternoon, right?
Gorilla House Gym is big into CrossFit, so there's CrossFit events going on. There's also a yoga event going on after my Zumba event, so you get a good stretch out after that intense workout. And they're doing many other things throughout the day.
But the Zumba is free, right?
Yes.
And you can, of course, just make donations while you're there to help the cause.
Absolutely. Come
All right,
dance for a good cause.
I have to tell you, I'm completely against this, but our producer, Morgan, said, well, and she does her trending here after the break, she said, Alex, you've got to do some Zumba. So we have the music, that you texted me the music. Let's play the music. Let's do a little Zumba. We'll give you a little preview of what you can expect on Sunday. Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to need lots of instruction. Oh. I feel like a J-Lo backup dancer. You kind of dress like a J-Lo backup dancer. Okay. What are these moves we're doing here? Oh.
Step touches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're ready? Oh boy!
Shake it up.
Oh boy, we have a whole minute of this left. I'm breaking a sweat.
All right, I'm going to watch you do it.
Oh, okay.
Shake
You're
it up.
much more on beat than me. Okay. Oh my gosh.
We got some drums coming up.
Thank you for being here. We'll be right back.
This portion of Central PA Live is brought to you by Ford.
When news is happening in your community, there's one team you can trust. Asking your questions, telling your stories, looking out for you. WTAJ, your news leader. Weeknights at 5, 6, and 11.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofuspa.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Our nation uses about 800 million gallons of petroleum and petroleum products every day. We use this energy to heat our homes, fuel our cars and airplanes, and provide the feedstock for our nation's manufacturing and agriculture industries. It's in our clothes and shoes, cell phones, computers, makeup, contact lenses, even medicines and life-saving medical devices. Where does it come from? 2.5 million miles of pipeline transport this energy across the country. This is the most environmentally sensitive, safest, and least expensive way to transport the energy we need. At Energy Transfer Partners, our more than 10,000 employees monitor and manage a nationwide network of pipelines built to last, with American materials, American workers, and American ingenuity, bringing energy to families like yours. Visit energytransfer.com to learn more.
Conventional thinking can't save healthcare. Welcome to change. Just because it's never been done doesn't mean we can't do it. Just because it hasn't been seen doesn't mean we can't envision it. We are uncommon to the core. We are UPMC.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Da, 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 da. Hey, Zumba was harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, you came back a Latin dancer.
I think not. Hey, you know, Morgan's here, which means it's time for today's trending. Morgan, a lot trending today. A lot trending today.
Yes, there's a lot.
All right, what is going on?
For starters, authorities in Kentucky have captured 2 men who escaped from jail over the weekend.
Oh, boy.
Justin Stumler and Jeremy Hunt hid in garbage cans that fellow inmates rolled outside for pickup. They then popped out of the bins and escaped Saturday night. Police captured Stumler Monday following tips from the community, and Hunt was apprehended a few hours later after a car chase. So they both are back in police custody. Before the escape, they were in minimum security working in the jail kitchen.
Well,
Crazy.
you know, it makes you feel bad for the guy that's going the Shawshank redemption way of chiseling just a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah.
When all you have to do is hide in a garbage can. It seems a little too easy.
Roll you right out.
I mean, first of all, these bozos, I don't know if I have a better word for them, did they think they were going to get caught? I mean, of course they're going to get caught. But how stupid that all they had to do was hide in a garbage can. I mean, that's what, like, little kids do.
Yeah, because, I mean, once the garbage truck came, like,
where was
they
this?
saw humans, Kentucky.
Oh, my gosh. They've had too much fried chicken down there or something. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that was a bad
I guess,
joke.
but wouldn't you try to escape if that was like your one chance to get out of jail? I mean, being in jail, that's horrible. What kind of life do you have ahead of you?
Yeah, awful thing to have to be in jail. But here's the thing: it's a process of where you go in and you learn to be better, or you're serving your punishment. So this is your chance to make good in life. You know,
right?
You do something wrong, you pay the crime, and then you're done, and you can move on. Now they've done more crime.
I know.
They're going to be in there longer.
Yeah.
And probably smell a little bit from the garbage can.
I know, all kinds of trouble.
Oh, good Lord.
All right, well, one of Manhattan's most historic churches looked more like a zoo today. The annual Blessing of the Animals at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine drew all types of creatures in. There were ponies, camels, goats, and even a hot pink chicken named Lady Gaga. The event honors the patron saint of animals, St. Francis of Assisi, who died on October 4th of 1226.
You know, what a special day.
Yeah, dates back.
I think animals are such an important part of our lives and of this world, and they should be blessed. And we are. I think we're blessed to have them.
Yes.
Don't you think? I don't know. I think about you know, I just was on. I don't mean to talk about it too much, but I was just on vacation in Puerto Rico, and we were in the rainforest, and you see some of the beautiful birds and some of the beautiful wildlife, and in their natural habitat. And what a wonderful thing it was to see. That there was no, when you're in those moments, there's no doubt in your mind that this earth is God's creation and how lucky we are to be a part of it.
I know. I hate. It's really heartbreaking when people say animals don't have feelings, or because they do, and they really do matter. And I mean, their lives matter.
No, yeah, absolutely. I will say, upstairs we were talking a little earlier about I forget what the story was. We go through all these stories deciding what to put in the show, and sometimes you're probably wondering, really, that's what they decided? But this is one that we. What was it, Sarah? Oh yeah, it was obese people on pack animals. There were donkeys, and people were trying, and there was some chubby people like myself riding the donkeys, and they wanted to ban obese people from riding the donkeys. Do you remember where it was, Sarah? It was in Greece. And so I thought I don't think that, I think the donkeys can handle a lot of weight. So yes, animals have feelings, but sometimes they take a little too far.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
all right, we better move on before we get in trouble. But I will say I love animals. I love this day, and I'm glad they're blessed.
Okay, well, here's a story about beer.
Oh, good. We like beer.
Big news for Natty Light beer. Forget your average 6, 12, even 24 pack of beer. Natty Light unveiled a 77 pack of beer to honor its year of creation, which was in 1977.
Oh boy.
We're
in trouble now, Morgan.
I know. The 77 pack weighs 65 pounds and will be available for a limited time only, and it's only going to be offered in College Park, Maryland.
I hope they expand this. I think this is hysterical, and fun that they're paying tribute to the year 1970. There's a reason for the number of cans. Weird looking box that they had there.
Yeah. But to carry that, I mean, you'd have
but
to.
I have to say, even one Natty Light is a lot to drink.
If that was like cheap beer that you drink in college, like, ugh.
Right. Well,
nasty.
when you're binge drinking, which I do not recommend, but sometimes when you're in college, you make stupid decisions. When you're binge drinking, sometimes that was what you would use.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to waste a good beer on something you weren't going to taste.
Right.
So I can only imagine in College Park, Maryland, how that's going to go.
Yeah, this would be good for like a party. I mean, obviously 77, because that's a little excessive, I think.
Well, congratulations to Natty Light, I guess, for making that long, because for a terrible product, they made it a long time.
It's going viral. They said if it catches on, then they might, keep it up and running longer.
I'm sure they will, and I think what fun. And I think about all these tailgates and stuff. It would be fun to see those fun-looking boxes and Natty Light and everybody out having a good time tailgating.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Instagram is cracking down on cyberbullying. According to the company, this new technology will proactively go after bullying and harassment on the platform. Now, this includes images and captions that compare, rank, or rate a person in a negative way. Those posts will be sent to Instagram's community operations team for human review. This move is just one way the company's trying to combat bullying. Now, starting today, a bullying comment filter is being applied to live videos. So the tool blocks offensive comments and removes spam. Users can also turn off comments on individual Instagram posts and block posts with certain keywords.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm glad that they're doing this. I think it's a good thing that they're doing this. My dad has a word that I can't say on television, but there is, never mind, I'm not going to go into this. But there's people that hide behind a keyboard.
Yes.
Okay? And when you get behind a keyboard, all of a sudden you have all this strength that you build up that you wouldn't have to say to somebody's face, and it's a mean strength, and it's not a good thing. This story in particular reminds me of, I was working on a talk show once, where the bread and butter of the talk show were those stories of, who's the baby daddy, lie detector test, whatever. And anyway, this I got an email in of this girl. I forget where she was from. We're still friends on Facebook though. And it was a viral photo. She was a cheerleader that got thrown up, and somebody had photoshopped in her, and for lack of a better term, pooping on the other cheerleaders. Okay, didn't happen. This was photoshopped. They posted this picture online, and the picture went viral. It was everywhere. It ruined this teenage girl's life. I'm telling you, she was like 13 years old and had this picture all over the world, and it was a fake picture. So I think every step we can take, especially with young people, to combat this, because they're living in a different world than you and I grew up in. We didn't have this. You at home probably didn't have this. It's different, and so it's good that Instagram's taking the initiative, but I think more so parents need to take the initiative.
Yeah.
Watch what your kids are writing. Watch what they're doing.
Exactly.
How about that for a rant? Thank you so much. Hey, after the break, we have some more trending topics we've got to get to. We'll be right back.
Don't miss a new NCIS. CBS Tonight.
Every evening from around the world.
In Tehran, Managua, Nicaragua, Barcelona, here in San Juan, Singapore,
Across our nation.
Texas, Pennsylvania,
Tennessee,
Florida,
Hawaii.
at the White House,
To hear at home.
Reporting live in Altoona.
live in Nittany,
Live in Johnstown.
in-state college, on WTAJ News at 6.
And the CBS Evening News. Original reporting.
Every evening, right here on WTAJ.
This time of year, the leaves are going to fall into your gutters as fast as you can clean them. Take a look at Leaf Guard. It's not a screen, cover, or lid. It's the only patented one-piece seamless system that's made on site, professionally installed, and backed with a transferable lifetime warranty. You'll love Leaf Guard.
It improved the looks of my house. I don't have to get up on a ladder anymore. And the service, the guarantee, everything about it has been perfect.
And during Leaf Guard's $99 install sale, you can have the Leaf Guard system installed for only $99. Now be sure you ask about 0 monthly interest if paid in full by April 2020. And we have a big bonus for you today. Free holiday lights installed with Leaf Guard purchase. And if you call today during this program, we'll double your gift with in-home estimate. Leaf Guard is the gutter that never clogs, guaranteed. Pick up the phone and call today for these great savings.
Hunting season starts now in Pennsylvania, and it's time to get out there and go for it. Gander Outdoors is having its biggest hunting event of the year. Massive savings on hunting, shooting sports, tactical gear, ammo, accessories, and a whole bunch more. With millions in inventory, all at warehouse pricing, Gander Outdoors won't be undersold. And I guarantee it. You deserve warehouse pricing, and Gander Outdoors is the only place to get it. Look for the giant American flag and celebrate our freedom.
the Center for the Performing Arts presents Ballet Hispanico in an evening of contemporary dance from today's most sought-after Latina choreographers. The company shares a vision of dance through a Latinx lens, October 17th at Eisenhower Auditorium. For tickets, phone 800-ARTS-TIX.
Hispanic Heritage Month starts in the middle of the month because the 15th marks the Independence Days of 5 Latin America countries: Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Mexico, Chile, and Belize follow shortly after on the 16th, 18th, and 21st.
WTAJ and UPMC are proud to celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th. NCIS New Orleans, Tuesdays on WTAJ.
Welcome back to Central PA Live. Now, Morgan, we have some more topics to get to, but first, it's Test It Tuesday, and we always like to test a product on Test It Tuesday. And so what is this thing?
Okay, well, check out these nails. Can we get a close-up here?
Oh, we have a video up there.
Oh, it's okay. Well, this is the Spray Perfect Spray-On Nail Polish. It's one of those as seen on TV products. It says, you just simply spray it on, just like you see there. It's a very even application, and then it says once it dries, you can just wash it right off with soap and water, and it'll come off for your skin, and it did.
Okay, so was there a benefit to using the spray? Because you said you had to put a clear coat on first.
Yeah,
Did it save you any time?
Directions: must use a base and top coat with this product. So I put the clear polish on first, then I sprayed, then I put clear over top. So I guess it does take about 2 to 3 minutes normally when you're painting your nails. I don't know if it was maybe the actual painting time.
So yeah. So so the benefit is that you're not getting it all over your skin. Well, I mean, you
well,
are
you
getting
did.
it, but you wash it off.
Yeah. I think it's like the application. It's like you're getting an application and it's just literally spraying it. I mean, because when you paint it on, it's more of like a direct type of thing, but this is kind of a really...
Maybe somebody who doesn't have good hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't really paint your right hand, because you're using left hand.
Right.
So it's
so
really
if you're
hard.
Right hand, okay,
So
that makes sense.
I mean, it did what it said it was
Does
supposed
it smell
to
like
do.
nail polish? Yeah,
Definitely.
it does. Okay, so what's your rating on this? Out of 5 stars.
I would say 5 stars. It was $1.
It was only $1.
$1. I
mean,
I don't know how many
Here,
uses.
put your other hand down there.
All right.
On your script. Ready?
Ready.
Let's zoom in here. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. So you just kind of spray over.
There you go.
And that's it.
Yep.
Done. And then you just wash it off your fingers.
Yep. Basically.
Easy. If I can do it, anybody can. Okay. All right. So before the last commercial break, we did our daily fix of today's trending. Well, today there were so many topics. We're going to do something we've never done before. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
This is today's trending 2.0.
All right, well, since its inception, Facebook has said it wants to bring the world closer together. And now it's taking the next step in achieving that aim by putting a camera in your home that watches your every move.
No.
It's releasing its own smart speaker called the Portal. It's going to let you make video calls to other Facebook users. Now, Facebook is selling an internet-connected camera, the first electronic device with a Facebook-branded name. The social networking site says Portal will make video calls easier and more intuitive. It eliminates the need for users to adjust positioning or controls because Portal also uses artificial intelligence to automatically zoom as people move around during calls.
Okay.
It's in your home.
Do you already know what I'm going to say? I feel like you might.
You've got a conspiracy theory.
I do. So here's the thing. We shouldn't be letting more Facebook into our lives. We should be letting less Facebook into our lives. Just this past weekend, how many people got the message that their Facebook had been hacked? Do not accept another friend request from me, blah, 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 blah. Did you get any of those?
Yeah.
I got, without exaggeration, probably 13 or 14 of those. It's unbelievable. Okay, so that was just a fake thing. That was just something going around. And look at how fast it spread. I mean, it affected billions of people within a day. Right? This is actual technology. I'm just saying, let less technology into your life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can communicate with your friends like across the world.
All right. We got to move on to the next one.
All right, well, okay, here's this question. How old is too old to go trick-or-treating?
12 years old.
A town in Virginia says 12 years old is too old, according to WJZ in Baltimore. But not only does their ordinance say that 12 years is too old for anyone, over the age of 12, anyone over the age of 12 that's caught trick-or-treating can face a fine up to $100 and up to 30 days in jail, or both.
A little dramatic, I think.
Yeah, so how old is too old to trick-or-treat.
Okay, so we're not going to actually answer this topic. What we want you to do is go to our Facebook page and tell us how old you think it is too old to let kids trick-or-treat, and we'll discuss it again tomorrow on the show with your thoughts.
And do you think this punishment is too severe? Let us know what you think.
Oh, definitely. I think that's a given. That's going to do it for today's show. Tonight during the 5:30 news, I'm taking you on a tour of Way Fruit Farm for apple picking season. Coming up tomorrow on the show, join us for wine and cookies. But right now, it's time for your news before 5. See you later.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist Mike Doyle.
Well, this morning we started out quite warm. Our lows in the lower 70s for a few cities like Altoona and also Huntington. 71 degrees in Huntington, 71 this morning for Altoona. Johnstown 65, Indiana 68, and Punxsutawney this morning at 66 degrees. We still have a stationary front above us. Expect a mix of clouds and sun throughout the day. Today is still tapping into some much warmer and humid air towards our south. That's going to keep pumping in that extra humidity for today and also for tomorrow. Hometown forecast for tonight, Mountaindale 64 degrees, partly cloudy sky. Fog will form throughout the overnight hours. For tomorrow's setup, high pressure still slides out towards our east. That stationary front slides down towards our south, and we can see our next big rainmaker that will move in on Thursday. So for our Wednesday, a mix of clouds and sun, a lot like today. Our high is still forecasted upper 70s to the lower 80s. Lifestyle forecast for tomorrow, again, still not bad, but very warm. You can get that grass cut, still good for any kind of sports in the afternoon. And we'll head towards the lake to cool off. We're still 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. That's still a good day to do that as well. Chance of rainfall, well, we do stay low throughout our Tuesday and also into our early Wednesday morning. Then by late Wednesday into early Thursday, we start to see the chance of rain increase. Peaking right around Thursday, that's when we do expect to see that scattered showers and storms to roll in due to our next front. And again, that does roll in for our Thursday. Dew point trend still quite high, 65 on our Wednesday, Thursday at 68 degrees. A nice change, though, on Friday. Dew points plummet to the upper 30s to the lower 40s Friday through the weekend. So it will feel a lot like fall throughout Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Here's what we do expect again. Summer like for today and tomorrow, big change on Thursday, and a much cooler and fall-like weekend.
The benefits were not having to go onto the roof, knowing how many times we would have to, and the price.
When it rains, it pours, and if your gutters are clogged, the water just spills over the top, and that can result in costly repairs from water damage to your home. What a mess. You need a gutter system that you can count on. Watch how the Leaf Guard system protects your home. The rain flows into the gutter while leaves, pine needles, and other debris roll off. So make that call to Leaf Guard now for the gutter that never clogs, guaranteed. And during Leaf Guard's $99 install sale, for a limited time only, you can have the Leaf Guard gutter system installed for only $99. Ask about zero monthly interest if paid in full by April 2020. There's a bonus, free holiday lights installed with Leaf Guard purchase. Be sure you call today during this program and we'll double your gift from a $50 to a $100 Dining Advantage gift card with in-home estimate.
Live from WTAJ, your news leader. This is your news before 5.
Good afternoon to you, and thanks so much for watching. I'm Amanda Kenny with your news before 5. Well, we all know mosquitoes are pesky little creatures. These tiny blood-sucking flies are known to leave you itchy and in some places infected. But gene editing technology could leave some mosquitoes unable to reproduce. In today's Health Minute, Andy Rose takes a look at what that means.
Mosquitoes aren't just pesky nuisances, they also carry deadly diseases like Zika virus and malaria. The World Health Organization says 216 million people were infected with malaria in 2016 alone, killing 445,000. But researchers at Imperial College London use gene editing tools to sterilize a population of malaria-carrying mosquitoes. By modifying the double-sex gene that determines if a mosquito is male or female, the scientists were able to control how the mosquitoes develop. According to their research published in the journal Nature Biotechnology, the male mosquitoes developed normally, but female mosquitoes were unable to reproduce and didn't develop the long, needly attachment that sucks out our blood. In the laboratory experiment, 100% of the mosquitoes were affected after several generations, leading to a population collapse. While the experts say this is a step in the right direction, more research is needed to determine what consequences this could have on the food chain and ecosystem. For today's Health Minute, I'm Andy Rose.
Well, more and more stories are coming out about women being assaulted in ride-sharing services like Lyft or Uber. Recently, there have been reports in the State College area of people posing as Uber and Lyft drivers. With the issue raising concern, we'll have more information on the reactions of students that utilize these services, as well as what police are saying you should do before you get in the car. Our Evan Hinckley will bring us more on this story coming up on WTAJ News at 5. Well, when Taylor Swift talks, her fans listen, and a recent political post by the singer prompted thousands to follow her lead. According to BuzzFeed, Vote.org says it has seen a significant increase in voter registration since Swift's Instagram post on Sunday. Now, in the post, the singer encouraged her 112 Instagram followers to sign up. In the 24 hours since, Vote.org is reportedly up to 65,000 registrations, and the uptick came just in the nick of time. Today is the deadline to register and still vote in the November elections in many states. Well, there is now scientific evidence that proves a little girl power goes a long way. A new study by BBC America and the Women's Media Center suggests young girls feel more confident when they see female superheroes in movies and TV. Surveying about 2,500 girls and boys, the results also found that every demographic wants more female leads. Love that. All right, still ahead, Starbucks is upping their benefits for employees. And before we go, here is a look into Blair County, courtesy of our Fiore, Toyota, Volkswagen, Audi Skynet camera.
Explosion outside a Navy SEAL's house.
Another mail bomb just detonated.
New NCIS. Then, critics agree. FBI is gripping, refreshing, and surprising.
No one's gonna hurt you anymore.
The new drama FBI. After a new NCIS. CBS tonight.
CBS tonight.
You have a professional hit on your hands.
There's only one way to stop a killer.
Federal agent!
His way.
You'll excuse me?
New NCIS New Orleans tonight.
Hey, Tom here once again for LeafGuard. You know there's still time left for you to call and have LeafGuard installed for only $99. You know those old gutters can cause a lot of damage. Damage to the overhang, the trim, your landscaping, even your flower beds and foundation. 8 out of 10 things to go wrong with a home in most cases have to do with water damage. Take a look at LeafGuard, the only seamless one-piece rainwater management system. LeafGuard draws water into the gutter while leaves, pine needles, and other debris are shed. There are several colors available, and with ScratchGuard technology, you'll never have to paint. You can have LeafGuard installed for only $99 for a limited time. Be sure you ask about 0 monthly interest if paid in full by April 2020. And a bonus, free holiday lights installed with LeafGuard purchase. Last chance to call during this program to have your gift doubled. Not a $50, but a $100 Dining Advantage gift card with in-home estimate. Pick up the phone and call LeafGuard today.
This is your news before 5.
Welcome back, meteorologist Mike Doyle joins me now. Great day to mow the lawn, don't you think?
It was, yeah. Our neighbor, yes. Our neighbor. I finally got the reference now. Our neighbor was out and cutting the grass. His lawnmower was a little louder.
Yeah, and I heard a lot of folks, I was in yoga today, a lot of folks talking about mowing the lawn today.
Yeah, it's good. It's warm, though. Hopefully you did early this morning. If you don't want to do it this afternoon, it's still too warm for you. Tomorrow morning, still not bad, but a lot for highs, or current temperatures, I should say, in the upper 70s to the lower 80s. 79 degrees in Altoona, 82 right now for Indiana, 81 for Clearfield, and 77 for State College. So yes, we're still about 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. Our average high, right around 63 degrees. So we're well above that. High pressure off towards our south and southeast, still tapping in towards that really warm and humid air towards the south. And that's going to get brought into our neck of the woods for today and also for tomorrow. So we still have one more day of this summertime feel. 84 degrees out towards Indianapolis, 83 for Lexington. So again, one more day of temperatures still back into the low to mid 80s. We do see a bit of relief just off towards our west. That cold front will arrive Thursday, it will bring scattered showers and some chance for a few thunderstorms, so keep a close eye on that. You can see it right there. That's where the front is. The rain is right there. We'll stay dry for today, dry for tomorrow. Then after Thursday, Friday, that is when we'll see and even feel a change. So much cooler air, and also the dew point temperatures, the humidity will fall down quite a bit. Outside right now, most of us seeing a mix of sun and clouds. A lot of sunshine still coming down. 64 degrees for our dew point right now. 68 for Huntington, Indiana at 66 degrees. A dew point trend still kind of brutal for our Wednesday and Thursday. 65 for tomorrow, 68 for Thursday. Then take a look at Friday and also this weekend. They plummet all the way down to the upper 30s to 40s, and that's when we'll feel a lot like fall. Again, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we could even see a few overnight temperatures throughout the weekend touch the upper 30s. So a nice change coming our way. For tonight, though, still just way too warm for this time of the year. Mid to upper 60s. Some patchy fog is not out of the question for tonight. High pressure still out towards our east. And then we have a mix of sun and clouds for today, for the rest of today, and also for tomorrow. Wednesday morning, we'll see some patchy clouds and some fog for the early morning hours. And then by our Wednesday, we'll still see clouds, maybe a light shower towards our south, but most of us will stay dry. But here comes that front on Thursday. And again, we do expect scattered showers and some thunderstorms. Could produce some heavy downpours and some lightning, so keep a close eye on that. But then after Thursday, that is when we'll feel and see a difference. 74 degrees for a high on Thursday, 58 for Friday, then Saturday, a high of 56 degrees. And then Saturday night, a few cities could even see the upper 30s for our overnight lows. So we go from using our AC today to possibly using the heater this weekend.
Yeah, it's like those 50s came out of nowhere.
It's going to be perfect for me.
Welcome.
I'm so done with this humidity.
Very welcome.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Mike. We'll be right back.
After an accident, you'd expect the insurance company to pay what's fair. Put a tough, aggressive lawyer on your side.
They got me more than I expected.
Call Marcus and Mac on the Hurt Line right now.
My daughter is asthmatic and had been coughing for a couple of days, but then it became wheezing and a fever. I was worried that it could get worse and turn into pneumonia like last time. But here at MedExpress, an exam showed chest x-rays were normal. The doctor provided a breathing treatment, medication, and recommended a follow-up with Brandy's pediatrician, which had us all breathing a little easier.
Get the most out of your adventures in a Toyota SUV built with stylish durability and reliable tech features. Get to your Toyota dealer now during Toyota's big event. Are you in? Now lease a RAV for only $239 a month, or buy with 1.9% APR for 72 months, or save with $3,000 cash back from Toyota. Toyota's big event is on now. Toyota, let's go places.
Bike was wrecked.
The driver came out of nowhere.
Never saw me.
I needed someone with a track record of helping injured bikers.
If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call now for the special attention you deserve. Call Marcus and Mac on the Hurt Line right now.
This is your news before 5.
Well, Starbucks is offering employees a new family care benefit. Workers will receive 10 subsidized backup care days for children or elders. The company is offering the benefit with the help of Care.com, a digital platform connecting caregivers with people who need them. Workers can choose to pay $1 an hour for in-home care of kids or elders, or $5 a day for each child at a center. After the 10 days, workers will pay the full cost for services offered by Care.com. And Starbucks notes 2 million parents quit their jobs in 2016 due to a lack of child care. That's citing data from the National Survey of Children's Health. All right, thanks so much for watching. WTAJ News at 5 is up next. But before we go, let's take a look at what you can expect ahead in your 5 opener.
While some may say there aren't enough jobs in the area, a group of business owners say they need more workers.
The machinists, the forklift drivers, the people that work out in the shop, we really need them.
Where the jobs are ahead. Honoring the men and women in blue, where you can visit the National Museum. A new name and mission. what a former elementary school is being turned into. But first, a check on your weather.
Your local Ford dealer presents Forecast First from WTAJ.
It's the warmest start to October on record, and today we got near the 80-degree mark. We have a mix of clouds and sunshine with our Bedford Skynet camera. We take a look at your forecast first. In the upper 60s, quite mild at 10 o'clock this evening. Some areas of fog later on tonight. Lows will be in the 60s, above our average high for the date. Another warm day tomorrow. We'll talk more about that coming up. WTAJ News at 5 starts now.
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News at 5.
Good evening, I'm John Clay with Amanda Kenny, and there's some good news. Manufacturers across our area are hiring.
But there is a problem. They can't find enough workers to fill those jobs. Our Allison Gens joins us live in Brookville to explain. Hi, Allison.
John, Amanda, area manufacturers came together today to talk about solutions to some of their hiring problems. I talked with one Brookville manufacturer to learn just how high of demand there is for workers.
We really need them. Yeah. The machinists, the forklift drivers, the people that work out in the shop, we really, really need them.
Jackie Rupert is the Human Resources Manager at OCI Division in Brookville. They manufacture drilling components for the construction industry. Like many other manufacturing companies across the area and nation, Rupert's company is struggling to find workers to fill their jobs.
We have positions that nobody's working at. So everybody else has to work even more hours.
Right now, they're trying to fill around 4 open jobs. And at today's forum, manufacturers talked about how the low interest in their jobs doesn't match with the high demand for manufactured products.
Orders are up, production is up, output is up, employment is up. And so manufacturers are challenged to be able to meet their customer demand.
A challenge made even harder because there aren't enough workers making the products. According to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, as of July, there are around 500,000 open manufacturing jobs nationally. And just by doing a quick search of the area here in Brookville, they're looking to hire close to 100 manufacturing jobs. And now today's forum also did discuss some other problems as how they keep their workers, and I'll have more on that at 6. In Brookville, I'm Allison Gens, WTAJ News.
All right, Allison, you see the nice weather out there, very warm today. That continues, and a lot of people couldn't have asked for a better October day.
Yeah, it's time to check in now with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo for a closer look at the latest forecast. So, Joe, is it still looking pretty good for the week?
It's going to be warm again for tomorrow. I mean, I will tell you, a better day for me, John. I would even take 10 degrees off of this. It is a warm weather pattern. We do have a mix of clouds and sunshine here over the Shy Beaver Boat Center Skynet camera at the Lake of Raystown Visitor Center. And it is a warm start to the month of October, the warmest ever by almost 2 degrees over 1959. You notice 2017, we had a warm start to the month last year too, and actually that is through the 9th. And also for the warmest year. I looked this up yesterday, and we're sneaking in there. We are now tied for 4th with last year for the warmest year from January 1st through this date. So, warm weather pattern, and it is going to continue on through the night for tonight. In fact, temperatures right now still the upper 70s in Altoona and State College, 73 in Johnstown, 81 in Indiana, 74 in Evansburg, Jennerstown at 75, 70 in Myersdale, 78 in Carthage, 78 in Benezet and Ridgeway at 78 degrees. Your dew point temperatures are in the upper 60s, and our dew point trend, we are going to still stay quite humid for the next couple of days, but then we flatline. This pattern will be coming to an abrupt end by the weekend. Tonight, though, a muggy night, a partly cloudy sky, just a few areas of fog with low temperatures in the 60s. Another summer-like day tomorrow. The change comes on Thursday and chillier for the weekend. I'll tell you how chilly coming up.
Thanks, Joe. Former Beta Theta Pi fraternity member pleaded guilty to charges stemming from the night of Pledge Timothy Piazza's death. 22-year-old Patrick Jackson pleaded guilty to 2 counts of furnishing alcohol to minors, a third-degree misdemeanor. Jackson was not charged with providing alcohol to Piazza. Police say he gave vodka to 2 other pledges on the night of Piazza's death. His sentencing hasn't been scheduled yet. And 2 other former Beta Theta Pi brothers are scheduled to plead guilty within the month.
A Somerset County road that has been the site of several serious crashes will be getting some improvements. PennDOT announced crews will be working to improve Route 160 in Wellersburg. Starting Monday, they'll install traffic control signs, erosion controls, and begin excavation work to extend the truck pull-off area. Work will be during the day, so drivers should be on the lookout for traffic changes. The $1.2 million project should be completed by the end of October 2019.
Nearly $30,000 in grants will help fire companies in our area fight wildfires. The grants are part of the program offered by the DCNR to train and get equipment specifically for brush and forest fires. The money can be used to purchase mobile or portable radios, installing water supply equipment, wildfire prevention and mitigation work, training, or converting and maintaining federal excess vehicles. Among the list, the Pleasant Gap Fire Company, #1, getting a $10,000 grant, and the Dauntless Fire Company in Ebensburg got more than $7,000 in grants. The National Law Enforcement Museum has its grand opening this week in Washington, D.C.
The museum hopes to introduce visitors to the history and many aspects of American law enforcement. Bree Jackson shows us how the museum staff is honoring the members of the Thin Blue Line.
The gangster era of the 1920s.
Throughout history, they've risked their lives, and now their commitment to protect and serve is being honored in the nation's capital. Craig Floyd with the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund says this recognition is long overdue.
Law enforcement deserved a world-class, first-class museum because they're worthy of that, the work they do for us, the sacrifices they make.
First authorized by Congress in 2000, the 57,000-square-foot National Law Enforcement Museum features historic photos, artifacts from Ground Zero, and tools like this interactive exhibit to recognize the hard work of nearly 18,000 law enforcement agencies nationwide.
Solving a single crime may involve multiple agencies, federal, state, local, tribal, territorial, and they all have to work together.
Staff here at the National Law Enforcement Museum say the $100 million project was nearly 20 years in the making. It includes this wall, which honors officers from around the country who died in the line of duty.
The museum also includes this statue of Deputy Corey Kelly from Virginia. It helps recognize the important role four-legged partners play in keeping communities safe.
We're lucky Canine Ducks here survived his incident when he got shot, but this really stands for all the canines that didn't make it when they were, when they got injured in the line of duty.
Officers hope visitors here see the vital link between law enforcement and the communities they serve. In Washington, Bree Jackson.
Penn State Nittany Lion coach James Franklin held his weekly news conference today.
Penn State is coming off of a bye week after falling to Ohio State nearly 2 weeks ago. Our Peter Terpstra has more from the Nittany Nation studio. Hey there, Peter.
Hey guys, so Penn State took a hard loss to Ohio State by 1 point for the second year in a row. So close, but the team took a harder loss when the star freshman wide receiver had to leave the game early after taking a hard hit to the head. KJ Hamler had 4 catches for 138 yards against Ohio State, and he had to leave the game in the fourth quarter. Ohio State defender was ejected for targeting after that hit. We saw Hamler in practice carrying his helmet, not really participating last Wednesday, and if he will return this week, Coach, take it away.
Do you expect KJ Hamler to be able to play Saturday?
Yeah, he is a energy giver. His ability to make meetings fun, to make practice fun, the locker room fun. Coaches want to be around him, players want to be around him, and I think that is undervalued.
Yeah, coming up in sports at 6, we talk about another wide receiver who made a slick catch the last time Penn State played, and we'll have more on that. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Peter. As we mentioned, this is coming up for homecoming weekend at Penn State. That's going to cause some detours and traffic issues with CATA and State College and motorists. The company says that due to road closures across campus from homecoming parade, which is scheduled for 6 p.m. Friday, there's going to be some major changes made to the CATA routes, including the blue and white loop and the red link. Detours will be in effect from about 5:30 p.m. till 9. There's also going to be a post-parade detour in place from 9 until midnight. For a full list of the pickup stops and streets impacted, Just head to our website, wearecentralpa.com, search under the local news category.
Well, you still have time to get your ticket for tonight's Mega Millions drawing. The jackpot is sitting at $470 million. The cash out is roughly $265 million. You can watch the numbers roll in live right here at 11 p.m. on WTAJ, and who knows, you could win big. Coming up, Justice Brett Kavanaugh has his first day on the Supreme Court. We have the latest.
At 5:30, a former elementary school has been transformed. We're going to show you how.
Our taste of summer continues, and we're watching the tropics. Michael, now a major hurricane. I'll talk about its influences on us coming up.
Hey, I'm Alex Hazard. Join me every Wednesday on Central PA Live for Backseat Driver.
We take the conversation and the fun on the road from the backseat of a different Fiore, Toyota, Volkswagen, Audi every week. Playing games and getting information straight from your friends and neighbors. A new guest every week. Backseat Driver, Wednesdays on Central PA Live. Backseat Driver is driven by Fiore, Toyota, Volkswagen, Audi, the home of cars, trucks, and SUVs you'll love to drive.
Confused? That's how many people feel after they're hurt in an accident. What should you tell the insurance company? What should you sign? Let us handle the hassles and paperwork so you can focus on getting better. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
Are you suffering with chronic knee pain or osteoarthritis of the knee? Is your knee pain limiting your daily routine or preventing you from doing activities you enjoy? Have you been told your only alternative to living with the pain is knee replacement surgery? If you're suffering with chronic knee pain and want to avoid surgery and dependency on prescription medications, pick up the phone and call us right now to find out how our non-surgical knee pain treatments can help provide relief and help you get back to an active lifestyle. Our personalized knee pain treatments can help reduce or even eliminate your knee pain without prescription medications and without surgery. In fact, if we don't get results within the first 1 to 2 visits, we won't accept you for care. So pick up the phone right now and call the number on your screen to find out if you're a candidate for our knee pain treatments that are changing lives. You don't have to spend another day suffering. Call us today and get the relief you deserve.
At Window World, we're more than just superior energy saving replacement windows. We're also the leading experts in superior energy saving siding and door replacements. To prove it, we have 3 special offers. Free gutters with whole house siding, premium siding for $189 per month with 0 down, or save up to $500 on any entry door purchase. Call or click to schedule your free, no obligation in-home estimate today. Window World, America's largest exterior remodeler.
Welcome to Better Hearing.
Even mild hearing loss can lead to emotional isolation and cognitive decline. The experts at Lemmy Audiology will help you restore independence, social interaction, and rediscover your active lifestyle. Call 941-7770 today.
Attention teachers and parents of elementary school children. Encourage your students to enter the Edgar Snyder & Associates Coloring Contest.
Our law firm makes donations to the winter schools. Plus, the kids can win great prizes. Enter today.
WTAJ is your Nittany Nation station. Nittany Nation coverage is brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Ford is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News. Live from your news leader, John Clay, Amanda Kenny, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murdo. WTAJ News at 5 continues.
After weeks of controversy, Justice Brett Kavanaugh got to work today.
This morning, Kavanaugh heard oral arguments as the newest member of the nation's highest court. Jessica Smith reports on his first day.
A small group of protesters greeted Justice Brett Kavanaugh on his first day on the Supreme Court bench.
The first day of a horrible chapter in the Supreme Court history.
Kavanaugh says he will be impartial and put this bitter confirmation battle behind him.
I was not appointed to serve one party or one interest, but to serve one nation.
At his ceremonial swearing in, Kavanaugh vowed to work toward unity.
What happened to the Kavanaugh family violates every notion of fairness.
Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said the president turned the ceremony into a political rally.
It further
undermined the image and integrity of the court.
Clinton said Republicans have demeaned the Supreme Court confirmation process and urged Democratic lawmakers to fight back.
You can be civil, but you can't overcome what they intend to do unless you win elections.
President Trump dismissed her comments.
I guess that's why she lost. She doesn't get it.
The president and Republicans hope anger over Kavanaugh's confirmation process will push voters to the polls in November. Senator Joni Ernst.
We see a great miscarriage of justice. I think we pick up a couple seats.
But the other side is just as motivated, and protesters say Kavanaugh's first day will not be their last.
We keep fighting and we vote these people out in November.
This isn't over. In Washington, I'm Jessica Smith.
UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is resigning. She joined President Trump to make the announcement at the White House today. Mr. Trump said Haley was special to him, and he also praised her for the work she did on behalf of the United States. Some, though, questioning the timing of Haley's resignation, with the U.S. trying to resolve turmoil around the globe. Haley was instrumental in announcing new economic sanctions against North Korea and defended America's airstrikes on Syria last year. She will step down at the end of the year.
Tonight, President Trump has declared an emergency in Florida as the state prepares for Hurricane Michael's arrival. President Trump says the federal government is ready to respond as Hurricane Michael inches closer to Florida's coast. The Federal Emergency Management Agency says it expects Michael's impact will be felt across the southeast. In Florida, FEMA is worried about some storm surge forecasted to be between 8 to 12 feet. In Georgia, the focus is on potential power outages and downed trees. And in North and South Carolina, officials fear possible flooding in areas still drying out from Hurricane Florence.
You will see damage to infrastructure. You will see power outages, and services that we're normally used to will be interrupted.
FEMA says it's ready to deploy resources to the Gulf Coast and has already activated command posts in both D.C. and Atlanta.
Got humidity on my mind and my body out there, Joe. This is so unusual, I think, to feel like so humid this late into October.
Yeah, it can happen. We're not setting records, but it's been pretty persistent, and a lot of times this is pretty common when you have a storm in the Gulf of Mexico. This big ridge of high pressure erupts north of it, and we have a decent storm down there, and that is something we are keeping an eye on too. Let's go ahead and take a look at our tropical tracker, and yes, just a little bit ago, the National Hurricane Center did upgrade Michael to a major hurricane, which means Category 3, now at 120 miles per hour, the winds. It is moving north at a decent clip. It is 295 miles southeast of Panama City, Florida. When we talk about a storm surge of 12 feet, you're talking about a large area that is lower than that. So there's going to be major flooding as this storm system is forecast to move on shore between 1 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon as a Category 3 storm, maybe flirting with Category 4, will weaken very quickly to a tropical storm as it moves from Georgia through the Carolinas. But that is something that we are keeping a strong eye on. Right now, this is the view with our DuBois Skynet camera. And as I mentioned, often you get this big ridge of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere outside of these tropical systems, and that's what's fueling our warmth. 79 degrees in DuBois. Keep in mind that the average high in DuBois for this day closer to 60. In fact, our average high in DuBois is close to where our dew point is at this hour. Here's the Fiore Toyota VW Skynet camera along 6th Avenue in Altoona, where we do have a mix of clouds and sunshine, south-southeasterly wind, temperature of 77, and a very muggy dew point of 65. Bedford, we do have clouds winning out at this hour. Current temperature, though, on the warm side, 75 degrees with a south-southeasterly wind at 5 miles per hour. So we're close to some places a couple degrees cooler than this time yesterday. No change off to our west unless you get really far to our north and west, and that means we're going to have another warm day. Look at this, still 84 in Chicago, 84 in Detroit, 82 in Indianapolis, and I think some of us will be sneaking into the 80s. And can you tell where the front is? Look at that, 43 degrees in Marquette. All right, we do have the south-southeasterly wind, which is fueling the humidity. It's not the warmest flow for us, but this is also about as warm as the ocean gets along the coastline, and that's what's fueling the humidity. Right now, the breeze is blowing between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Dew point temperatures in the 60s, and our hour-by-hour forecast shows it will stay muggy through the nighttime hours. A front stalled out to our north, high pressure off the coastline, and in between the two, temperatures tonight barely get down into the 60s, so warm for the month of October. Front still to our north. And we'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow as we head on into Thursday. Here comes a cold front now. It'll bring us a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms and eventually end this warm weather pattern. But ahead of the front, still going to get into the 80s in some spots for tomorrow. Another warm and humid day. And then still muggy tomorrow night. Showers and thunderstorms move through on Thursday. High in the 70s, but it'll start to cool off Thursday night. Not getting out of the 50s on Friday. Slight chance for a shower on Saturday. Of course, we'll watch that. It's going to be cool for that homecoming game. The Penn State kickoff at 3:30 in the afternoon. Low 60s on Sunday. Maybe some showers as we head on into early next week, but it looks like the warmth is gone for a while.
Very good. Thanks, Joe. After menopause, women tend to gain weight and they're more likely to develop breast cancer.
I am postmenopausal, and I could stand to lose a few pounds.
We'll have more on the link between your weight and risk of developing breast cancer coming up in HealthCast.
And don't forget to like our Facebook page, WTAJ TV. Take a second to hit that like button so you can stay up to date anytime.
The greatest love story of all time? Not anymore. Their love story was turned into a movie, but now they're breaking up. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, Tuesday at 7.
Something Rotten is an explosion of musical joy.
Funniest musical I've seen.
Amazing. I want to see it over and over again for the rest of my life.
Something Rotten.
November 7th at Penn State's Eisenhower Auditorium.
Our home is the center of our lives. We've lived here for 30 years, and it means so much for us to be able to stay here as we get older.
And thanks to Governor Tom Wolf, we will.
Governor Wolf gave seniors access to home health care, so we have the option to stay put and aren't forced into a nursing home. And Governor Wolf also implemented criminal background checks on caregivers. I know Tom Wolf is looking out for us.
Discover new styles at Ashley Home Store's Columbus Day sale. Introducing Main and Mason, a modern approach to classic farmhouse design. This family-friendly lifestyle is unique, stylish, and affordable. For a limited time, receive 0% interest for 6 years during our Columbus Day sale. Discover it now exclusively at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Honey, what are you doing?
Where's the bug spray? I just saw a bug in the bathroom.
We are not doing this again. You remember what happened last time.
Get him off me! Get him off me! Get him off me!
We're calling EnviroPest Control.
That's a better idea.
For the safest, most effective treatment at the lowest price, call Enviro, your local pest control expert.
Enviro Pest Control. Fast, local, experienced, safe.
Come celebrate the 54th Annual Bedford Fall Foliage Festival, October 6th and 7th, 13th and 14th in historic downtown Bedford. Stroll the charming streets to visit more than 400 craft and food vendors. Enjoy live music, delicious food, children's activities, antique car parade, and so much more. See the complete schedule, parking information, and other details online at bedfordfallfestival.com. And then join in the fall foliage fun in downtown Bedford.
WTAJ Sports Beat. Friday nights, high school football. Sports Beat, Fridays at 11:10. Only on WTAJ, your news leader. Brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. Looking for a pet? WeAreCentralPA.com Pet Patrol page has a complete list of shelters and pets near you. Watch WTAJ Tuesdays at 4 and Fridays at noon for the featured pets of the week. Center Hall Farm Store is a proud sponsor of WTAJ Pet Patrol. Health South is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News. WTAJ News continues.
A woman's chance of breast cancer increases with age, but a new study suggests some steps you can take to lower your risk. Charlotte Ames has more on the findings in today's HealthCast.
Researchers have discovered a new link between weight and breast cancer risk. A study in the journal Cancer of more than 60,000 women finds those who lost weight after menopause were less likely to develop invasive breast cancer than women who maintained or gained weight.
The women who lost 5% of body weight over just a 3-year period ended up having a 12% statistically significant reduction in breast cancer incidence.
Study author Dr. Rowan Chlebowski says while it's been known that obesity is a risk factor for older women developing breast cancer, it wasn't known if losing weight could affect risk. About a third of postmenopausal women in the U.S. are obese.
It looks like that once you get obese, there's a lot of body signals that stimulate breast cancer growth. And so the question is, even a moderate change in diet and moderate weight loss will reduce those signals.
Sarah Barron says she takes cancer prevention seriously.
I am postmenopausal, and I could stand to lose a few pounds, and it's just one more incentive to persevere on that path.
She says it's empowering to be able to do something to impact her chances of getting breast cancer. She hopes other women will do the same. With HealthCast, Charlotte Ames, WTAJ News.
Weight gain of more than 5% was not associated with breast cancer risk overall, but those women had a higher risk of triple-negative breast cancer. That type of breast cancer tends to be more serious and aggressive.
Google wants people to know it's more than just a search engine. Google unveiled an updated version of its high-end Pixel phone, Chrome OS tablet, and its first smart screen device with Google Assistant. They were announced at a new press event in New York City. The new Pixel 3, Pixel Slate, and Google Home Hub are additions to its Made for Google lineup.
Well, Hasbro was launching a series of parody versions of its classic games just in time for the holidays. The names of the new versions give you a good idea of what they're about and may bring back some memories. Clue, What Happened Last Night, that's one of them. Another, Game of Life, Quarter Life Crisis. And then there's Mystery Date, Catfished, also Sorry, Not Sorry, and Botched Operation. The parody games are now available exclusively at Target. You gonna get some, John?
I don't know. Not that one. I don't think so. Well, coming up, an inside look at how a former elementary school building's been transformed in a live report.
And should state lawmakers be subject to drug testing? Why some say they should. But as we head to a break, this is the live look into Hollidaysburg, courtesy of our Fiore, Toyota, Volkswagen, Audi, Skynet camera.
Weather anytime on WeAreCentralPA.com. Brought to you by 5-Star Power Sports.
Call or click Window World today and receive 18 months, 0 down, 0% financing on windows, siding, and doors. Get your free in-home estimate from Window World, America's largest exterior remodeler.
If you need an attorney, pick up your cell phone and call Star the Best. The call is free and the Pasantian Law Firm never charges a fee until we win. It's obvious. Call Star the Best and get the Pasantian Law Firm before it's too late.
Hi, I'm Charlie Reynolds with Reynolds Financial Advisors. With 4 advisors here in our main office in Du Bois, we are prepared to help with most any financial obstacle.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Reynolds Hamilton. With our combined experience of over 100 years and our commitment to find new ways to help you, we are confident we will add value to anyone that calls on us.
We are proud to not charge fees for advice and are willing to help anyone with no obligation to become a client.
If you have financial concerns or just some questions, call us and we will be happy to help you.
Feel the power of Toyota trucks. More features, great style, and reliable technology. Get to your Toyota dealer now during Toyota's big event. Are you in? Now, get a Tacoma with $1,500 total cash allowance, or get a Tundra with up to $3,000 total cash allowance. Don't be left in the dust. Toyota's big event is on now. Toyota, let's go places.
Make a smart choice. Replace one meal or snack a day with Glucerna, made with Carb Steady to help manage blood sugar and end the day with a smile. Glucerna, everyday progress.
At Altoona First, we believe that we make communities better by providing the best banking for local businesses. These are the people, the neighbors, and the dreams we support with better banking and uncommon customer service. Get competitive rates, deal with local people, and get quick turnaround at Altoona First Savings Bank. Bank better.
Hi, I'm Bill from Smith-Meyer Plumbing. How well do you know your house? How old is your heating system? Do you know where to turn your gas and water lines off? Can you isolate a leak underneath your kitchen sink? These are just some of the questions that our Home Care Club can answer for you. Wouldn't it be nice not to pay overtime charges if an emergency does happen? All this and more is available to our Home Care Club members. Call Smith-Meyer Plumbing and Heating at 814-942-9393 today for more information on our Home Care Club.
100 off each triple pane window installed. 1,000 off 10 6000 series windows installed. Free patio door with purchase of 10 triple pane foam enhanced windows, or $89 per month with 0 down. Call or click Window World today.
Bud's Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News. Harold Shepley and Associates presents Forecast First from WTAJ.
The warm October continues. Temperatures well in the 70s to near the 80-degree mark. Your Forecast First planner. Balmy for 10 o'clock in the evening. Look at that. Temperatures still near 70. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. A few areas of fog. I don't think it'll be too widespread. Another warm day tomorrow, but then a change later in the week. We'll talk more about that coming up. WTAJ News at 5:30 starts now.
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News at 5:30.
One area school is getting a new name and a new mission.
Yeah, Charlotte Ames joins us with more on plans for the Wright Elementary School in Altoona. Charlotte?
The Nehemiah Project is an evangelical Christian organization that's revitalizing the lower Fairview neighborhood. They have big plans for the area surrounding the school, and they have plans to reveal those ideas at a grand opening next week. When we stopped by today, they were sprucing up the Wright School gym, where the activities will be centered next Monday. As you can see, there'll be a bouncy house or two, basketball. They'll also have a petting zoo and other activities for kids. Highlights for adults will be a ribbon cutting, the name reveal, and the organization's big plans for building homes in the neighborhood.
When I say building some homes, I'm not suggesting that they're going to be single-family dwellings. They may be townhouses, they may be apartments, but they're going to be living accommodations here in this neighborhood and brand new structures here. And so that's another game changer.
Nehemiah CEO Peter Jowdry believes that the project will send a message to the neighborhood that this area still matters and that they have the power to invest and to change life here. Live in Altoona, Charlotte Ames, WTAJ News.
Thank you, Charlotte. Well, some beautiful weather. It's a little bit warm, hanging around, and we do think there is a cool down on the way due to Hurricane Michael.
Our chief meteorologist, Joe Murgo, will explain all of that, but first, it is Tuesday, and that means you have a question from a viewer that you're going to answer. Joe, what do you got?
Oh, well, actually, this one has to do with hurricanes, and it comes from Ken via email, and it's a kind of a two for Tuesday because he has two questions. Well, ignore the picture right there. I don't know why that's still here. But he says, do hurricanes always rotate in the same direction, and is Category 5 the strongest? Well, yes, south of the equator, they do spin the other way. North of the equator, they spin counterclockwise. South of the equator, they spin clockwise, and it has to do with the Coriolis force, which affects large-scale systems like hurricanes because the middle of the Earth rotates faster than the poles. The poles just sit there and spin. So they do rotate the other way south of the equator. Now, as for the Category 5, yes, Category 5 is the strongest. Any hurricane with winds higher than 156 miles per hour are a Category 5 storm. All right, now let's see this in motion. I'm going to put this into motion. You can see the counterclockwise spin here with the bands of rainfall that are now starting to be picked up with the radar off of the Florida coastline, and that is with Michael, which is a Category 5 a Category 3 storm, I should say. Sorry about that. With winds at 120 miles per hour. Closer to home, we're tropical, but no hurricane here. Temperatures are in the 70s, and our future track for tonight shows temperatures barely getting down into the 60s, so another muggy night coming our way. But once that circulation moves off the southeast coastline, it'll pull cool air in here, and I'll tell you how cool with your 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Joe. Well, when you are away from home at college, midterms are coming up, well, this is a perfect recipe for stress.
But some area students received a helping hand, or should we say paw, today. It was Hugs for Hounds Day at Penn State Altoona. Registered therapy dogs and pets from faculty were on hand to provide the special kind of stress relief that only pooches can offer. Today was the third Hugs for Hounds Day of the year on campus.
The health benefits to being with a dog, especially when you feel stressed or maybe feel overwhelmed, is ginormous. So, we're really looking forward to possibly, having Hugs for Hounds more ingrained in our campus community.
Now, Jessica Hancock there says that she hopes that someday a therapy dog can become a permanent fixture at the Health and Wellness Center on campus.
A special event will raise money for family services in Blair County. It's the Guns versus Hoses event. This Friday, firefighters will face off in games against the police officers. It's held at Galactic Ice. It starts at 6:30.
A friendly reminder, today is the final day to be able to register for the upcoming general election. If you haven't done so yet, you can still register online until midnight. Just head to the website and fill out the form. Election day is November 6th.
Well, certainly lawmakers seem to be constantly voting on bills that would fight against drug use in Pennsylvania.
But should they themselves be subject to drug testing? Some lawmakers seem to think so. Matt Heckel has more.
Well, a bill in the State House would require lawmakers to be randomly tested for illegal drugs. Those behind the bill say it would be an act of leading by example.
Members of the legislators have talked about drug testing people who receive government assistance. They're not talking about us, even though our salary, our taxpayers fund it.
That's why Representative Angel Cruz has sponsored House Bill 620. It would require state lawmakers to undergo illegal drug testing within 3 months of being sworn into office and every time they're re-elected. The testing would be random.
Anyone who fails or refuses would be subject to an ethics investigation.
Members of the House and Senate would have to pay for their own test, and the results would be public record. Representative Cruz has also included this requirement as an amendment to a bill which would require drug testing for those who receive government assistance.
The only way I will support drug testing for public assistance benefits is if we are the elected official included in this testing.
Representative Cruz has introduced the bill with bipartisan support in 3 consecutive legislative sessions. And with time running out to get it passed, he says he intends to introduce it again next year.
If you want transparency in government, then you have nothing to hide. I'm rolling up my sleeve. I'm ready.
In Harrisburg, I'm Matt Heckel, WTAJ News.
Bill Cosby's lawyers have filed a motion asking the court to either grant Cosby a new trial or reconsider his sentence. The 81-year-old was convicted in April of drugging and molesting a woman at his home outside Philadelphia in 2004. He was sentenced last month to 3 to 10 years in prison. In the motion filed over the weekend, Cosby's lawyers asked the judge to at least modify the sentence so Cosby could be out on bail while he appeals his conviction. Trial experts doubt the judge will grant that motion. It's the same judge that sentenced Cosby. In case you missed it, yesterday we told you about Education Secretary Betsy DeVos's proposal to allow schools to use federal funds to arm teachers.
And DeVos is prepared to allow states and school districts to purchase guns and pay for firearm training with Every Student Succeeds Act money. But many lawmakers have concerns, and one senator even introduced an amendment to block the Department of Education from allowing it, but the vote was blocked. It's a topic many of you have also weighed in on.
Whitney writes, not everyone's comfortable holding a gun. Not everyone wants to go through the training to learn how to safely handle a weapon. Instead of looking to arm every teacher, why not allow the ones who already have their permits to carry and or employ armed security guards?
Well, Sean disagrees with the proposal, saying to use those funds to better educate kids not armed teachers.
I have no issue with armed teachers, says Missy, as long as students are not aware or have knowledge about who the weapon carrier is. They are trained, and the gun can never be out unless an active threat is going on.
And you can let us know what you think by heading to our Facebook page, WTAJ TV, and don't forget to hit the like button so you can stay up to date anytime. Coming up, Starbucks is offering a new family benefit for employees, how it'll help workers with children ahead.
And after the break, we're going apple picking. It's fall after all.
Renewal by Anderson is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News.
On the next Two Broke Girls, having a credit card is very adult.
Our credit card came in the mail today, see? Max Black. No more using the card I found at Six Flags.
Next Two Broke Girls.
Tuesday at 7:30 on WTAJ.
It's time for the Ross Fall Dress Event.
Yeah.
So you can find a party dress at a price that makes you want to celebrate. Find the perfect dress for every occasion. It feels even better when you find it for less at the Ross Fall Dress Event. Yes, for less.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofuspa.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Are you looking at sprucing up your property this fall with some new trees or shrubs? The experts at Wheatfield Nursery want you to know that fall is for planting. Come see our large selection of trees, shrubs, perennials with great fall savings. Wheatfield Nursery also carries fall decor. And of course, our huge selection of mums.
Wheatfield Nursery, how your garden grows.
Something Rotten is an explosion of musical joy.
Funniest musical I've seen.
Amazing. I want to see it over and over again for the rest of my life.
Something Rotten.
November 7th at Penn State's Eisenhower Auditorium.
Are you tired of being stuck in traffic? Gas too expensive?
Wow, that guy looks miserable. I'm glad I take the bus.
Well, then Amtran is for you. With plenty of bus stops around the city, we can get you where you need to go. And with our new My Fare card, no need to worry about having the exact change. Do yourself a favor and start riding the bus. Visit us online to see where Amtran can take you.
If you need an attorney, pick up your cell phone and call Star the Best. The call is free and the Pasantian Law Firm never charges a fee until we win. It's obvious. Call Star the Best and get the Pasantian Law Firm before it's too late.
You know when you're at Ross and you find that brand? No. For how much? Yes. That's yes for less. Fall's best accessories are even better when you find them for less at Ross. Yes for less.
Live from your news leader, John Clay, Amanda Kenny, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murdo. WTAJ News at 5:30 continues.
Facebook is selling an internet-connected camera. It's the first electronic device with the Facebook brand name. The social networking site says Portal will make video calls easier and more intuitive. It eliminates the need for users to adjust positioning or other controls. Portal also uses artificial intelligence to automatically zoom as people move around during calls. But experts warn it could also open a home to hackers. Portal's hitting the market in time for the holiday shopping season with a price tag of $349.
Well, Starbucks is offering employees a new family care benefit. It announced workers will receive 10 subsidized backup care days for children or elders. The company's offering the benefit with the help of Care.com, a digital platform connecting caregivers with people who need them. Workers can choose to pay $1 an hour for in-home care or of kids or elders, or $5 a day for each child at a center. Starbucks notes 2 million parents quit their jobs in 2016 due to a lack of child care, citing data from the National Survey of Children's Health.
Every Tuesday, our Alex Hazard's taking us on a tour of a local place.
He joined us now from the Central PA Live studio. Hey, Alex, where are you taking us today?
Hey, John and Amanda. Well, you know, fall is here, so I say let's go apple picking today at Way Fruit Farm in Port Matilda.
Remember the story of Johnny Appleseed? Well, today's apple farms don't start from a seed at all. Jason, one of the owners of Way Fruit Farm, says to help control the type of apple that grows, they need to do it a little differently.
Each apple tree actually starts from a graft, which means we take one of these branches off of an existing tree that we really like, and then we literally stick it on another rootstock.
After that root is planted, it takes about 6 years for that apple tree to fully grow. Looking around, I couldn't help but ask, how many trees are on the Way Fruit Farm?
We guesstimate that we have over 20,000 trees. It's been a while since we've actually sat down and counted them.
And with those guesstimated 20,000 trees, how are all the apples picked? You'd assume with some sort of machine, right? Wrong.
Each apple has to be picked by hand. People are amazed by that, but we literally pick every apple by hand. We place it on in a bag that we wear, and from that process, we then pull the bin back out of the cooler, we tilt it up, we get the apples out, we wash them, we sort them, and then we finally, the best part is selling them to the customer.
The Way Fruit Farm picks over 1 million pounds of apples each year. But how long does it take to pick that many apples?
It should take us 2 months to pick them all by hand. But each variety comes in at a time, so it's not like all 2 months and we're ready in 1 week.
You might assume that with so many apples that in order to sell them all, they'd have to be distributed all over. Well, turns out we're wrong again.
We sell almost all of our apples through our retail store here in Half Moon Township in Port Matilda.
Not all the apples are eaten in their original form. Some apples are made into what Jason says is the best apple cider.
Our cider, you know, I don't want to brag, but people claim that our cider is the best. You know, I do want to brag that our cider is the best, but you know, it's also independently confirmed by many of our customers who come back multiple times to buy the cider. I jokingly say that if we forget an ingredient in our cider, we're really in trouble because the only ingredient is apples.
At the end of our tour, Jason said, it's really all very simple.
So we sell a lot of apples. We enjoy doing it. We're so glad that people come out and support us.
And of course, I couldn't leave without giving one a try.
And Jason, they are delicious. Well, it was such a fun tour, and of course, if you can get out there, get an apple. They're actually going to be holding a fall festival both this Saturday and next Saturday from 9 until 4 at their orchards in Port Matilda. Speaking of fall, Joe, fall weather anytime soon?
Yeah, actually, I think they'll need their jackets when they go out for the festival this weekend. Meanwhile, right now, we still need the fans and air conditioners. We'll talk more about when that cool-off hits us coming up.
Likens Market is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News.
He's smart. Highly organized. It's the only way that you kill and bury 18 victims without leaving a single witness.
So who are we looking for?
Stand up and fight. Serial killers need to get their victims alone.
He's not gonna see you coming. You got this.
You're a dead man.
The new drama, FBI, CBS tonight after NCIS.
We're Best Window and Door Company, home of the BOGO. With Best, you can buy one window, get one free. Buy 5, get 5 free. Buy 10, get 10 free. Buy an entry door, get an entry door free. Plus, get 0% financing for up to 5 years. Serving all of Central Western Pennsylvania. Over 70 years in business. We offer the most elegant, energy efficient, and award-winning windows and doors. Hurry and call. This offer ends 6 p.m. Wednesday. Call 1-800-292-5594 or visit mybestwindow.com.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona is scaring the pants off high prices. No tricks here. Treat yourself to an all-new Mitsubishi 2018 Eclipse Cross. The one everyone's talking about, only $18,980. 7-passenger Outlander, $17,980. Outlander Sport, $16,980. And the 43 MPG Mirage or G4, only $10,980 plus 0% financing available on select models. Save Budo high prices only at
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
What does help for heart failure look like?
The beat goes on.
It looks like Emily, cooking dinner for 10.
The beat goes on.
It looks like Jonathan, on a date with his wife.
La-di-da-di-dee.
Entresto is a heart failure medicine that helps your heart, so you can keep on doing what you love. In the largest heart failure study ever, Entresto was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. It helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. Yeah. Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
Why do I get my flu shot at Giant Eagle Pharmacy every year? Because up to 1 in 5 people will suffer from the flu this season. And staying healthy is important to me and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Because I'm not just a wife or a mom. I'm also a Giant Eagle pharmacist who cares for you and our community.
Count on your neighborhood Giant Eagle pharmacist for your flu shot this season and earn $5 in free groceries. Giant Eagle Pharmacy, your trusted pharmacy for over 30 years.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo.
Earlier in the show, talked about how Hurricane Michael, yes, becoming a Category 3 storm. You can see the rain bands now being picked up by the radar, or multiple radars along the Florida coastline. It is moving pretty fast, so this storm system is going to come ashore tomorrow. And the waves are already getting higher. Some of the canals are already starting to flood. Sustained winds of 120 miles per hour. And just to the west of where the eye moves onshore, that's going to be the worst hit area when it comes to the storm surge. So by tomorrow afternoon, here is our hurricane tracker. It takes this storm system right to the coastline with sustained winds of 125 miles per hour, Category 3 status, and then it weakens quickly. Once it moves on out, it's going to pull in. Air kind of flows into a hurricane. It's going to pull in some cold air into our region. So we're not going to get significant rainfall from it, but Michael is going to be responsible for a change in our weather pattern, and we kind of need it. It's too muggy. Low temperature of 71 degrees in Altoona is the highest the low's ever been for this day. 70 for a low in State College, 65 in Clearfield, 63 in Du Bois. High temperatures today, upper 70s to near the 80-degree mark. In between the hours, we did touch 80 in Altoona, which isn't a record on its own. The record high for the state, 87 degrees, set in 1949, but this is the 6th day we reached 80 or higher, which is the record number of days in Altoona that's happened in the month of October. And again, I mentioned this, if this stands by midnight for tonight, that's a record high for the low temperature. Now look at this temperature trend. Looks like a roller coaster just going down the big hill, and we will be going down. The transition day is Thursday. Tomorrow's average high is 63, and we're going to get below average for a couple of days Friday into Saturday, thanks to Michael pulling some colder air into the region. And I think Saturday night, some places are going to have their first frost of the season. Yeah, we're going to go from fans and air conditioners to heaters. Temperatures right now still in the upper 70s to near 80. Plenty of warmth to our west, so we have another warm day. There's a lot of unsettled weather with a front that eventually will be coming our way, but not tonight. Tonight we are going to have a partly cloudy sky, some areas of fog again later on tonight. Low temperatures east of the mountains, middle to upper 60s. Laurel Highlands, low temperature of 62 in Somerset, 64 in Johnstown, and off to the north and west, low tonight of 63 in Wilcox, 64 in Clearfield. All of these are above the average high temperature for the date. All right, tomorrow rain-free, muggy tomorrow night. Showers and thunderstorms, some could be heavy on Thursday. We hit the low 70s, but it's going to really start to cool off Thursday night. We won't get out of the 50s, most likely Friday. Slight chance for a shower on Saturday. We'll watch that for the Penn State homecoming game. But one thing you definitely will need for that game, which kicks off at 3:30, is a jacket, as some cooler air is here, and it looks like it'll stick around a little bit longer this time around.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up at 6, what you can do to keep safe. Advice from officials after multiple reports of sexual assaults by fake Uber drivers in our area.
And open jobs with no one applying. That's part of a nationwide issue manufacturers are facing. How it's affecting our area. That's coming up at 6.
As we head to break, a live look into Blair County, courtesy of our Fiore, Toyota, Volkswagen, Audi, Skynet camera.
Hello, this is Charlie Kimmin from Kimmin Plumbing and Heating. It's that time of year again to call and book your furnace and boiler cleanings. Carbon monoxide is the silent killer. We will make sure to check for carbon monoxide in your heat exchanger and your flues. So don't forget, call us at Kimmin Plumbing and Heating.
We appreciate local business because we're local people. Trust in us, your hometown favorites, Kimmin Plumbing and Heating.
I'm Earl Eby of Joel Confer BMW in State College. Let's take the tour and have a complete BMW luxury experience. Let's start with our service drive-in. You'll have a personal consultation of your service needs. Enjoy our relaxing surroundings as you browse our boutique and have a beverage in our customer lounge. Now, let's take a stroll and see the great lineup of exciting new BMWs. For the ultimate BMW experience, visit us at 120 East Clinton Avenue in State College.
Something Rotten is an explosion of musical joy.
Funniest musical I've seen.
It just makes you smile the whole time.
This is the best show we've seen, ever.
Hysterical. It's just really funny.
It is so much fun. It's hilarious.
It was a laugh riot from the beginning to the end.
Amazing. I've never laughed so hard in my seat before.
See something hilarious at Something Rotten.
November 7th at Penn State's Eisenhower Auditorium. Tickets at 800-ARTS-TIX.
Make your smile a first impression to remember. At KNC Denture Center, we've been giving people something to smile about for over 35 years. You are the reason we've been able to expand into 6 locations. You are the reason we've been able to offer a quality product at the area's lowest rate. Without you, we wouldn't be anything. So we want to take this time to thank you for supporting us.
Give you something to smile about. KNC Denture Centers.
You know, I think we've all seen the ads. The paid actor wearing the white coat, handing the bag of medicine to the customer, assuring them all is well. At James Drugstore, your health is our service. It's not about that white coat, it's about the professional serving you. When you think pharmacy, think only one name, James Drugstore. We're here when you need us, always, and I mean always. Visit one of our locations today. You'll be happy you did. Your health is our service. I've got patients to take care of just like you.
Are you self-employed and were told you can't get a mortgage loan? Do you have a lot of money in savings or a big retirement account and been told you can't get a loan due to your monthly income? Have you been denied for a mortgage loan and you don't understand why? Then you need Snare & Associates. Our alternative loan products will allow borrowers to go the whole way down to a 580 credit score. Visit our website or give us a call today. Just another reason why we are your hometown mortgage lender.
Your hometown mortgage lender. Snare & Associates.
The greatest love story of all time? Not anymore. Their love story was turned into a movie, but now they're breaking up. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, Tuesday at 7. Nittany Nation coverage is brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. WTAJ News continues.
Welcome back. There are a million ways to celebrate fall, some more unique than others.
Yeah, so imagine taking a pumpkin and then making it into a boat. That's what these brave and fun people did. Now, this is video from the Pumpkin Fest and Regatta in Maine over the weekend. Thousands went to witness these pumpkin boat competitors. Some even attached a motor. The pumpkin boat competition started as a joke in 2007, but has become a fun annual tradition. And the fest helps local nonprofits raise money and awareness about agriculture. We should do that here.
Yeah, those are some pretty big pumpkins.
Well, we've got lots of ag here. I'm sure that we could get some really big pumpkins.
We do, yeah. I know there's a big, huge weigh-in at the beginning of October, so maybe some of those big, huge pumpkins are still sitting around.
Yeah, we should
ready.
do it.
We'll race
Joe. Yeah.
Joe will definitely do it too. Yeah.
All right, WTAJ 6 is next.
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News at 6.
Ahead tonight, recent reports of criminals posing as ride-sharing drivers has a local community feeling nervous. Hear what police say you can do to stay safe while using those apps.
Plus, local manufacturers are having trouble filling all of their open jobs. Find out how some companies are coming together to tackle the problem. Police in State College are receiving some reports of one or more men posing as Uber drivers with the intent to sexually assault women.
The latest and third report is from a woman who did not get in a vehicle because it did not match the description of the car on Uber and had fake-looking stickers in the window. This comes after 2 local women reportedly were sexually assaulted by a fake Uber driver over a week ago. Our Evan Hinckley is investigating this story.
According to Pew Research Center, just under 40% of college-aged kids in the U.S. have used a rideshare app like Uber or Lyft at least once, making them the largest demographic for the apps. But given the recent reports of individuals posing as Uber drivers, Penn State students are less willing to risk using the app. Like Gabriella Salone, who said up until last week, she used Uber basically every night.
I think it's super scary, and that I'm scared for all my friends and myself that use it. Everyone's kind of against Uber right now, and then I think a lot of people are trying to do like a DD, so people don't have to use it anymore.
Brandon Mazzal, who's been driving for Uber part-time for 6 months, feels for the 2 women sexually assaulted by a fake Uber driver, but he says a dip in Uber usage would not help his cause.
In terms of business, I guess I only do this part-time, so it's not my main source of income, but you know, I'm getting ready to start a family, and you know, in that sense, it's pretty disturbing.
And Mazzal feels there's an easy way to tell between the real and fake drivers. Check for the sticker.
What's confusing to me is how they're getting people in their vehicle without a sticker. You know, if they're not really an Uber driver or a Lyft driver, I don't really understand how they're getting these people into their cars.
And in speaking with Lieutenant Browser of State College Police, he says the easiest way to avoid problems is checking everything out before getting in the car.
You have to remember that if you're just getting into a random car, it's the same as being a hitchhiker. There is no screening if you get into a random car.
And Browser says the best way to make sure you've got the right driver, ask to see their phone before getting in.
Their phone is going to have your information on it. They should know your name. They should know your information. It shouldn't be a guessing game on their part as to who they're picking up.
Browser gave some examples of fake driver signs.
So we've seen ones that are photocopied, ones that are not actually the sticker, but the backing of the sticker that they had peeled off and either given to somebody else or are using in place, and we've seen it as bad as actually being posted stickers in a window saying Uber driver.
The only official Uber and Lyft stickers will be on the passenger side windshield of the car.
Today, a 4th former Beta Theta Pi member pled guilty to events stemming from the night of Pledge Timothy Piazza's death. 22-year-old Patrick Jackson pled guilty to 2 counts of furnishing alcohol to minors, a 3rd-degree misdemeanor. Jackson is not charged with providing alcohol to Piazza. Police say he gave vodka to 2 other pledges on the night of Piazza's death. His sentencing is not yet scheduled.
From WTAJ, your weather authority, here's your weather now.
We do have more clouds than sunshine here with our Shy Beaver Boat Center Skynet camera, but despite some clouds, another warm day. Right now it's 75 in Altoona and State College, 75 in Clearfield, Du Bois at 76, 71 in New Baltimore. Myersdale, one of the lone spots in the upper 60s already. It's 76 in Benezet, 75 in Driftwood, and Bellefonte at 78 degrees. The average temperature for the first 9 days of October, a record level, almost 2 degrees above the previous record of 1959. And you notice last year we were going through a warm stretch also. Now for the entire year up to this date, we're ranked 4th, tied with last year. So it has been a warm spell. Most of this year is because of the muggy nights, and tonight's no exception. Our average high temperature for today, 63 degrees. Our low tonight, 66 in Altoona, 66 in State College, and 68 in Huntington. What to expect over the next 7 days. One more warm day tomorrow where temperatures get well into the 70s to near 80 with higher humidity. Change comes with some showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, and then a much chillier weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Thanks, Joe. A Somerset County road that has been the site of several serious crashes will get some improvement soon. PennDOT crews will begin work along Route 160 in Wellersburg next Monday. Workers will install traffic control signs, erosion controls, and begin excavation work to extend the truck pull-off area. The entire project will cost about $1.2 million and is expected to be finished in about a year. A former local school is taking on a new name and expanding its mission.
Yeah, Charlotte Ames joins us live now with more on the changes coming to the old Wright School building. Charlotte?
That's right. The Nehemiah Project is an evangelical Christian organization that's revitalizing the lower Fairview neighborhood. They have big plans for the area surrounding the old Wright School, which they'll reveal next week at a grand opening. When we stopped by today, they were sprucing up the Wright School gym where the activities will be centered next Monday. And as you could see, there's a bouncy house or two for kids, basketball, a petting zoo, and there'll be other activities for kids. Highlights for adults will be a ribbon cutting, the name reveal, and the organization's plans for building homes in the neighborhood.
Well, I think we're going to say, hey, this is still a beautiful neighborhood, and we still have the power to invest and to change lives. We don't want to just gentrify. We don't drive people out. But what we do want to do is to raise the expectation that, hey, that there's a better day ahead.
Nehemiah CEO Peter Jowdry says the group won't necessarily be building single-family homes, but they are considering apartments and townhouses that would be a game changer for the neighborhood. Live in Altoona, Charlotte Ames, WTAJ News.
Local manufacturers are facing a problem of not having enough workers for all of their open jobs.
Today, the leaders of those companies came together in Clearfield County to discuss some solutions. Our Allison Gens joins us live from Brookville to tell us what one of those companies is taking away from that gathering. Allison?
John, Amanda, apart from finding enough workers to do the jobs, another problem manufacturers face is keeping those workers in the jobs. And that's just one of the topics that they discussed today at today's manufacturing forum. The struggle to hire and keep workers has become a national trend. According to Robert Zaruda of Northwest IRC, 1 in 4 people will change jobs this year, and manufacturers are getting hit hard.
The manufacturers need to find ways to address that, and also to provide for an opportunity manufacturers can help their employees grow and stay with them longer.
And so we need to get a handle on it, get a jump start to find the people, and then once we have them, find out what they need in order for them to stay with us.
Jackie Rupert is the HR manager at OCI division in Brookville. She says her company has a problem with keeping workers and even some leaving without any notice. She says one thing she'll take away from today's forum is to find more ways to show new hires how much they matter to the company.
We need to take more time up front when they start. Make people realize they are so essential.
This also includes giving workers responsibility over what they do and offering room for advancement. If you're interested in learning about some of these manufacturing jobs, you can head over to our website and find the story. There's a full list of the manufacturers at today's forum, along with a link to some of their open positions. In Brookville, I'm Allison Gens, WTAJ News.
Thanks, Allison. This weekend's homecoming weekend for Penn State. That means CATA will operate on a delayed schedule in State College. The transportation company says that road closures caused by Friday's homecoming parade will force major changes to the usual routes, including the blue and white loop and the red link. The detours will last from about 5:30 to 9 o'clock. There's going to be a post-parade detour in place as well from 9 to midnight. For a full list of the pickup stops and streets impacted by the parade, head over to our website, wearecentralpa.com. Look for this story under the local news tab. Penn State took a tough loss last time out.
Now the team has had some time to cool off and get back to work. Our Peter Terpstra tells you the story of one of the most memorable plays of the season so far. Pete?
Boy, we keep taking looks back in the past and we're trying to move forward at the same time. Hey, it was the bye week. Penn State has a young receiving corps that has just been tearing things up. We already mentioned KJ Hamler, the star freshman wide receiver, expected to be back on Saturday. But it was the veteran guy, Jawan Johnson, who made the flashy play on Saturday against Ohio State about 10 days ago. He had a number of drops this season, but this one-handed grab was pretty. He says he's been on the one-handed bandwagon for a bit.
I either done it in practice or, just playing around catching the ball. So when I caught it, I never done it in a game before, but in practice or, just 7-on-7 summers and scaly in summer. So things like that wasn't really a surprise. I sort of really don't care about people's opinions, so whatever they say, I kind of don't really pay attention to it. But for the most part, I sort of just go through it. Life continues to move on.
All right, so coming up in sports later here on WTAJ, we're going to tell you the best way to forget about that lingering loss and maybe finally move on. Guys, back to you.
And moving on from football to hockey, a special event is helping raise money for a good cause in Blair County. This Friday, local police officers will take on local firefighters for the annual Guns versus Hoses game. The puck will drop at Galactic Ice at 6:30 in the evening. All funds will benefit family services in Blair County. A one-of-a-kind event is helping local kids with special needs have a scary good time. This is happening next Tuesday. A special needs Halloween dance will be at the banquet room in the 6 Mile Run American Legion. Costumes are optional, but the fun isn't. It starts at 5 and runs until 7 and is for free for folks of all ages. We'll tell you much more about this event coming up on WTAJ News at 11. And still ahead on WTAJ News at 6, a new museum is coming to Washington, D.C.
We're going to show you how it's honoring law enforcement officers who protect communities all around the country.
I'm Bob Casey, and I approve this message.
If seniors had to pay another $6,400 a year for health care, how would they manage? Eat less? Skip prescription drugs? Turn out the lights? Because in Congress, Lou Barletta supported a plan that would have ended Medicare as we know it, turning it into a voucher system run by private insurance companies and costing millions of older Pennsylvanians $6,400 more. Seniors know Lou is not for you.
You guys jam. Star 100.9.
Y'all are the bomb over there.
This is what we play. Rag and Bone Man. Some people got the real problem. LK. Sia. Katy Perry.
Your local Honda dealers have the utility vehicle just for you, starting with the wildly popular CR-V, a perfect people mover, or a perennial favorite, the versatile Honda Pilot. Right now, at your local Honda dealers, you'll find offers that get you moving in a 2018 CR-V, or have you making plans to hit the road in a new 2018 Pilot. Your Honda is waiting for you at your local Honda dealers.
Justin Timberlake, the most dynamic entertainer on the planet, returns to the concert stage. The Man of the Woods Tour. October 15th, Bryce Jordan Center. Justin Timberlake. The voice. The music. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Steeple Furniture is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News. Live from your news leader, John Clay, Amanda Kenny, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Murgo. WTAJ News at 6 continues.
A new national museum honoring law enforcement will open this week in Washington, D.C.
The 57,000 square foot museum cost $100 million to build. It was first authorized by Congress about 18 years ago. It has historic photos, interactive exhibits, and artifacts. Supporters who've been pushing for the museum for 2 decades say the recognition is long overdue.
Law enforcement deserved a world-class, first-class museum because they're worthy of that, the work they do for us, the sacrifices they make.
The museum also contains a tribute to fallen officers, including a statue that recognizes the important role that canine officers play in keeping their communities safe. Grand opening is scheduled for this Saturday from 10 to 5. After that, the museum will be open from 10 to 6 every day and will stay open until 9 o'clock on Thursdays.
You may be able to finally switch out that closet to that autumn-like clothing. By the end of the week, you're going to need it. We'll talk about that coming up.
Ford is a proud sponsor of WTAJ News.
Shy Beaver Boat Center can help you find the boat that will fit your lifestyle with our selection of new and limited 2018 inventory. Hurry in now for special incentives and fall into great savings. Purchase any of the remaining 2018 inventory and receive winter storage and winterization. Our knowledgeable staff is ready to put you in an Avalon pontoon or a sophisticated and classy crown line. Check out our latest inventory online. Summer starts here at Shy Beaver Boat Center.
Discover new styles at Ashley Home Store's Columbus Day sale. Introducing Main and Mason, a modern approach to classic farmhouse design. This family-friendly lifestyle is unique, stylish, and affordable. For a limited time, receive 0% interest for 6 years during our Columbus Day sale. Discover it now exclusively at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, join us at the Shoe Fly stores for a Healthy Feet weekend. Get a free digital foot analysis, visit with our certified podorthist to answer all your foot health questions, and save up to $15 off on many of our top fashion and comfort brands throughout the entire store. The Healthy Feet weekend, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Shoe Fly stores, just off the Frankstown Road exit in the Pleasant Valley Shopping Center, Altoona. Because when your feet feel good, your whole body feels better.
The garbage business has been good for Scott Wagner. Thanks to taxpayer contracts with the government, Wagner's picked up millions for himself. But as governor, Wagner says he won't put his business in a blind trust, and he refuses to release his taxes. Wagner admits his agenda will, quote, make his own businesses more profitable. And newspaper editorials say it's a clear conflict of interest. Scott Wagner, the very worst of Harrisburg.
Dedicated, experienced, professional, a part of your community. Amanda Kenny, weeknights on WTAJ, your news leader.
Call free right now and tell the insurance company you mean business. If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
WTAJ News continues.
About 120,000 people along the Florida Panhandle have been ordered to evacuate as Hurricane Michael closes in on the Gulf of Mexico.
The storm is expected to make landfall sometime tomorrow. Michael strengthened to a Category 3 storm this afternoon. Hillary Lane reports from Panama City Beach, Florida.
Downtown Panama City Beach, Florida is nearly deserted. Businesses are closed and most owners have evacuated as Hurricane Michael picks up steam. But Wendy Hamilton, who owns 3 stores, is staying put.
Our house is hurricane safe. We've got a generator. We've got plenty of water. We're good to go.
Ivory Yaraday and her elderly parents are also riding out the storm.
We have a parking garage. We have plenty of water. Our tub's filled up. We're ready.
Long lines of traffic, low fuel supplies, and empty store shelves convince both women to keep their families home. Hurricane Michael is expected to make landfall tomorrow. Here in Panama City Beach, the wind has been intensifying and the water has been getting rougher with each passing hour. The National Hurricane Center is telling people to get ready for deadly winds, at least a foot of rain, and a storm surge of up to 12 feet. Governor Rick Scott urged people to get out while they still can.
The time to prepare is right now. This storm is dangerous, and if you don't follow warnings from officials, this storm could kill you.
Wendy Hamilton and her husband have secured their storefronts. Now they're waiting for Michael to come and go.
We want to be here to be able to get back to the business, to get it open, so it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend.
Michael is predicted to be the most devastating hurricane to hit the Panhandle in the last several decades. Forecasters say it will cross Georgia and the Carolinas as a weaker storm. Hillary Lane, CBS News, Panama City Beach, Florida.
Interesting. They're preparing for the worst they've seen in a while.
Yeah, they haven't had a Category 3 in a long time hitting that part of the Florida Panhandle. I have to remember early in my career covering Opal and I believe that was in the 1990s.
Oh, wow.
I remember I was doing a radio station down there, the weather for them in Destin, Florida. And there's a lot of low-level areas. You push, think about taking your arm in a bathtub and pushing the water on top, and it sloshes to one side. That's what a storm does, and that's what's going to create that storm surge, which is going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest with Michael. And yes, it did intensify. The eye is a lot more defined than it was earlier in the day. It is now a Category 3 storm with sustained winds of 120 miles per hour moving due north. And it's the areas right to the west of where, or sorry, to the east of where the eye moves onshore. Right here in the Big Bend where the wind is just going to push up in some of those inlets. That's what's going to cause a lot of flooding. And it looks like it's going to move onshore tomorrow at around 125 mile per hour sustained winds. The strongest winds are in a small area, but the storm surge and the heavy rainfall more widespread. Now, it will quickly diminish to a tropical storm, but unfortunately bring heavy rain to parts of the Carolinas. But once it gets off the coastline on Friday, the flow around it is going to pull some of that cold air from Canada down into our region, and we are going to have a sharp change to typical weather for October. The problem is it's been July over the past few days. This is a view with our DuBois Skynet camera, and I've been talking about how I expected the fall foliage to be muted this year because of the muggy nights, and it is warm and humid right now. Temperatures are in the 70s. You look off to our west, still in the 80s, so we still have one more warm day. A lot of moisture and humid air coming in off of the Gulf Stream. So we did have clouds and sunshine today, nothing immediately to our west. So tonight will be a similar night to last night. A good deal of sunshine for my weather watcher Gio in Phillipsburg, who reported in a temperature of 76 degrees, and it's muggy. Dew point temperatures in the 60s, and our hour-by-hour dew point forecast shows it stays muggy for tonight. Future track, we have a front that is stalled to our north, and tomorrow we're going to have a mix of clouds and sunshine. Tomorrow night there may be a shower or thunderstorm in some places as we stay muggy. Better chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some could be heavy as they move through the area on Thursday, and there's the edge of Michael and what it's going to do. We're not going to get rainfall from it, but it's going to pull that front through and send much colder air our way as we head into the end of the week. So high temperatures tomorrow, still summer-like, upper 70s to the lower to middle 80s. Muggy tomorrow night. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms, any of which could be heavy. Then look at how much cooler we get Friday. Probably not getting out of the 50s. A slight chance for a pop-up shower on Saturday. Highs in the 50s for that Penn State homecoming game. And that's probably where we'll be right at that kickoff at 3:30. Cool, but some clouds on Sunday, and then we'll have some showers again early next week.
It's a night of great programs from America's most watched network, CBS. Then stay tuned for WTAJ News at 11 with John Clay and Amanda Kenny. Tonight's primetime lineup is brought to you by Wolf Furniture.
Hey, I'm Craig Smiley. Join me and Mike Gallagher for Black and Gold today. Each and every week, we'll bring you the highlights from game day, talk about what's going on during the week, and prepare you for kickoff. We'll also take a look back at Black and Gold history, talk some fantasy football, and feature interviews with your favorite players, plus fan sound off. It's all right here on Black and Gold today.
Black and Gold today, Sunday mornings at 11:30 on WTAJ. Brought to you by R.L. Waddell Painting and Decorating.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona scaring the pants off high prices. No tricks here. Treat yourself to an all-new Mitsubishi 2018 Eclipse Cross. The one everyone's talking about, only $18,980. 7-passenger Outlander, $17,980. Outlander Sport, $16,980. And the 43 MPG Mirage or G4, only $10,980 plus 0% financing available on select models. Save Budo high prices only at
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Something Rotten is an explosion of musical joy.
Funniest musical I've seen.
Amazing. I want to see it over and over again for the rest of my life.
Something Rotten.
November 7th at Penn State's Eisenhower Auditorium.
Welcome to Better Hearing.
Even mild hearing loss can lead to emotional isolation and cognitive decline. The experts at Lemmy Audiology will help you restore independence, social interaction, and rediscover your active lifestyle. Call 941-7770 today.
Brian Barbin is asking for your vote as state representative. He's working with area leaders to combat the opioid crisis.
I'm for Barbin.
He's defended our Second Amendment rights and protected our seniors.
We're for Barbin.
He's been a leader in pro-life causes.
I'm for Barbin.
And his bipartisan work helped us get over $100 million in grants for sewers, roads, bridges, and jobs.
He's done a lot for us in 10 years.
Keep Brian Barbin as our state representative.
Sports Beat, Fridays at 11:10, only on WTAJ. WTAJ Sports with Peter Terpstra.
Hey folks, Penn State has been waiting to get back out on that field after the very first loss. The fans have been waiting. Coach Franklin has been waiting. 10 days ago is just long enough to get rid of Poison Ivy. Coach Franklin wants to move on.
This is not a Ohio State question, it's just context.
Thank you.
There were 6 plays in that game, some of the biggest.
Again, you know, here we are going back. But the 4th and 1 call, their defensive end makes an unbelievable play. I really want to move on, but it's hard to answer your guys' questions, and you just guys keep asking them, and then if I don't, then I'm rude. So I don't know what the balance is. I'm still trying to kind of figure that out.
It is easy to linger on a loss when you've had a full week without Penn State football. The 1-point loss to Ohio State snapped a 16-game home winning streak for the Nittany Lions. Penn State did not go on the road. Saturday's stripe-out game against Michigan State is still homecoming, though. The Nittany Lions have won their last 3 homecoming games, a chance for people to cheer about something once again.
You don't fill up a 110,000-seat stadium without passion. When you win, there's nothing better. When you lose, you know, that same passion spills over, you know, into other areas as well. So we get that. We embrace that. We know that comes with the territory.
Here's one for you. Penn State will play Michigan State, ranking number 8 in the country. The Spartans have not played a ranked team yet this season. Saturday, 3:30 p.m. We'll have you covered then. Some news and notes, presser points as we like to call them, from today's James Franklin press conference. As we mentioned earlier in the show, leading wideout KJ Hamler is expected to return on Saturday. Defensive end Shane Simmons expected to return. He's had an injury since camp. And this is homecoming. The team will enter the stadium with a new bus full of Lettermen right in front. That's it for me. We'll be back after this.
Says here the bugs are going to be awful this year.
And isn't it great that we don't have to worry about it?
I can't believe how much an old pest control company raised their rates.
I am so glad we switched to Enviro Pest Control. They're local, they respond so promptly, and they do such quality work.
And they treat us the way we deserve to be treated.
And we saved money.
Termite problem? Problem solved. Call Enviro for same-day service at the lowest price.
Enviro Pest Control. Fast, local, experienced, safe.
Martin Oil Company delivers more than home heating oil. They deliver warmth. For over 50 years, your friends and neighbors have trusted Martin Oil for prompt delivery of premium heating oil. Call when you want fuel or enjoy the peace of mind that comes with automatic delivery. Whether your needs are residential or commercial, Martin Oil is always professional and reliable. Now, Martin Oil's $1,000 Club for heating oil customers can earn you 3% interest plus deep discounts on fuel oil prices. Martin Oil Company, dependable as sunrise.
Experience the performance of Toyota cars. Sporty styling, reliable tech, and leading safety features. Get to your Toyota dealer now during Toyota's big event. Are you in? Now, lease a Corolla for only $199 a month, or buy a Camry with $1,000 cash back or 0.9% APR financing for 60 months. Toyota's big event is on now. Toyota, let's go places.
Nittany Nation coverage is brought to you by your local Honda dealers. WTAJ News continues.
Waiting for the cooler weather, Joe.
Yeah, for now. Another day closer. Tomorrow, it's still going to be warm. Thursday, that's a little misleading because we'll have some showers and a thunderstorm, so it won't be quite as warm. And then look at that, a couple of blue and then some more blue later on. So we're switching patterns for a little bit.
Wow. Very nice.
Yep.
All right, thanks so much for watching.
Check us out on Facebook or wearecentralpa.com. We'll see you at 11.